And we're live! Hello everybody, happy Monday! How is everybody doing? Happy Monday. Whoops! Turn the music off. There we go. Glad to have you all here. How y'all doing? Welcome. Happy Monday. We are gonna do some fishing today. Everyone's favorite thing in WoW. Which is fishing, definitely. Yep. Absolutely fishing. Alright, so hello Thalia, hello Olzy, hello Mooks, how you doing? Witch Hobbits, Cat Squirrel Box, Data Bob, Square Pusher, welcome everybody. You like fishing? Well, I'm glad you do. Let's scroll up to the top here. Hey there, Kraken. I've missed you. It's been a while since Friday. How are you feeling now about Panda Remix? My feelings are unchanged. And we'll leave it at that. Hello, Mooks. Hello, Olzy. How you doing? Welcome. Alright, get some of these on. Let me get set up here, and then we can continue chat-a-lacking here. Put that on. I'm gonna put that down, and then we're gonna, I gotta pull down the, fishing, and fishing. I can do a little enchant. Perfect. Now we fish. Anyway. Let's see here. Hi, you're so motivated me to finally do my taxes. Aw, congrats. I was telling myself I could only watch the stream today if I did my taxes before 3 p.m. Yep, cutting in right at the end there. Congrats, Wachaba. Glad you got it done. I'm doing fine though. Glad to have you here. Doing great. Hello Cat Squirrel Box. Hi Kraken. I'm glad I caught a start of stream. I'm just going to lurk. Awesome. Glad to have you here. Hope you enjoy your lurk and whatever you're working on. Hello Mooks. I've had a wild weekend. We adopted a kitten Saturday. I had to get one this soon after my cat passing because Diogi, my female cat, wasn't handling being the only cat very well at all. Aww. So we got a kitten and named him Snuffkin. Unfortunately, he got super stressed and stopped eating and drinking and uncontrollable bowel movements. But we got him on some meds and he's eating and drinking just fine now. I'm tired though. Aw, I'm sorry, Mooks. That sense. Pets. They're basically children. They just never grow up. I'm so sorry, Mooks. Hello, Data Bob. Hola, señorita. To you as well, square pusher. I don't speak Spanish very well. I know what it means, but... Hola, amiga. How you doing? Hello, Data Bob. I did the fishing tournament yesterday. Super fun. Awesome. Glad to hear it, Flip Method, and welcome. Glad to have you here. Call up Panda Express. It works. Hello, RBL. Hey, Mondays are always great because you stream. Aw, well, thank you. That's sweet of you. And yes, that's what we're doing today. We're streaming and we're fishing. Really exciting, I know. But, you know, that's what we're doing. We're gonna do... I've got one more fishing achievement. Non-Dragonflight, I should specify. Fishing achievement. I have to fish up the Great Sea Ray from BFA. Anywhere in the ocean. Some of the rivers too, but I like the ocean. It's pretty. So I picked the Isle of Gold, because why not? And we're just gonna fish until we get it, because when we get them out, we get the achievement. That's the plan. If I do magically get it before the end of stream, which I really doubt, I'll do some follower dungeons for manuscripts and such like that, because I do need those as well. That was the other option of what I had planned for the day, but it's just going to be fishing for now. So, Kraken, I decided to change my mage to Dark Iron Dwarf, and so she got married to my other dwarf, the Hunter. Why I need so many portals? Because she's my main now. Until Shadowlands content, Dragonflight, War Within. I've already farmed 100 reps once before on my old account, so I want to be able to teleport everywhere quick and fast. And with Arcane Barrage, I have 166% movement speed and range. Nice! Sounds like you got a solid plan there, Thalia. Hope that works out. Congrats. Yeah, easy to look forward to Monday because of stream. Oh, well thank you, Witch Hobbit. That is my last fishing achievement. It is ugh. It is really ugh. Yeah, I am up to 26,830 attempts. according to rarity for the Great Sea Ray. The real annoying thing, too, is I already have the Great Sea Ray. The mount is buyable. It's a BOE mount. You can sell it. I bought it way back in BFA, way before I knew about the achievement. If I knew about the achievement, I wouldn't have bought it. So I was a little miffed about that. So we're fishing for it. The only other fishing achievement that I still need is the Iskaran upgrade fishing thingy, which is a pain. I'm about a quarter of the way done with it. It's gross. And I guess the 100 lunkers or whatever it is as well, but that's not too bad. It kind of coincides with the other one. But the last non-DF achievement is this one. Hello, Arendt. How you doing? Welcome. Also, I only have one W2. Oh, gotcha. I had two the year before, so I don't know why I procrastinate so bad. Guess I just hate doing it. It took me only 15 minutes. Nice! Well, that's good. Mine always takes me a good couple hours because since I'm an independent contractor, I have to put in all of my own stuff. And I get 1099s from 3 different sources, technically. So Twitch, YouTube, which is technically Amazon and Google, technically, is who sends it to me. And then from my data entry job, so, which is also a 1099. Gotta put all those in. I gotta put in all my expenses. I gotta put in college tuition payment stuff. Ugh, it just takes forever. It's so irritating. Luckily, the repeat info from like previous years, if you use TurboTax, it remembers it because you have an account with them type of thing. So like, all of my status stuff, which never changes, is the same. So that's luckily nice. But still. Yeah, Red Pally is my fave class. It's just too fun to play, but I procrastinate the whole time to go everywhere and grind on it. Understandable. Will it be more money now than when you bought it? I have no idea, to be honest. I only bought it for 10K. So if it's more than that, then yes. Because they were all over the market when BFA was current. People were fishing these things left and right. So I could sell it either way, but still. You don't get the achievement if you buy it and learn it that way. You have to fish it.
WaterGoddess06 subscribed to your channel for 17 months.
Thank you so much, Water Goddess, for the sub, the resub even. Super appreciate your continued support, because thanks to folks like you, I can keep working. So thank you so much. I had VTX React open. Where did it go? Oh, I used the same tab. Whoopsie. There we go. Yes. Silver's joining me for fishing. She's my lucky charm, so fingers crossed. Did you see my post on the Screenshot Discord channel from yesterday? I did not. I don't look at it very often unless I'm like specifically pinged just because I'm so busy with life. I honestly don't check the Discord all that much. Usually too busy. I don't have taxes. Sometimes I help pay my mom her taxes to feel like I contribute to society. Ah, lucky. I wish I didn't have to do taxes. But alas, even though I make below the poverty line, which is when you normally don't have to do taxes by law, I do have to do taxes because I'm an independent contractor. So, you don't have to do taxes if you're below the poverty line, unless, it's like, really? You guys know I don't make this much, come on. The poverty line's 20K, so it's like, dude, I make less than that a year. Oh well. Oh well, yeah, I think the Great Sea Ray goes like for 100K or something on an A. Oh, so Looser, is that really? Wow! On Proudmoore it's 100K, so that'd be a big ups. Ah, sweet. Nice. Well, that's nice. Well, at least I'll get some gold out of that. Still, though. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do in this right here. Kick back, relax, grab a drink, put on lurk, I don't care. We're doing some fishing. Not getting the achievement for buying it is kind of rude, to be honest. Right? Right? And I didn't know about the achievement either. I'm like, if I had known about the achievement, I wouldn't have bought the thing. Because I wasn't doing a lot of fishing stuff at the time. I was just, you know, I don't know, doing all kinds of other things. Yeah. Oh well. If you're in your guild bank, you're a millionaire. Well, thank you. I do have currently 1 million gold at the moment, but keep in mind that is shared. So that Silver and I share our gold. So half of that's hers. But, you know. Brace yourselves, beta signups are open. I saw. I definitely opted in. So that's exciting. I signed up as well. If I get into alpha, or even if it's just beta, definitely expect to see some beta streams here. We'll probably look into some of that. See if that goes over well. You never get into betas? I'm sorry. I've been in every single beta since VoD. I also was in BFA and Shadowlands Alpha. But I don't think I got an alpha invite this time, which is interesting because I'm more popular and bigger and more known than I've ever been. And I'm a streamer now on top of being a content creator, so I'm unsure why that's the case, but that's okay. It's whatever. Not like I don't have a gazillion other things to do anyways. And don't worry, for those of you that don't want like spoilers or anything, I'll, you know, the title of the stream will be like spoilers, beta, where within, etc. So. Long story short, I was in Kunlai to take snowy pictures of my shaman, and it's elite gear. Ooh, nice. I killed Shaw along the way, got the Heavenly Onyx Cloud Serpent. Dang, nice, congrats! That's awesome. Oh yeah, I was wondering if you had to actually sign up or not, if you bought the Epic Edition. I don't know, to be honest. I signed up anyways. I have the Epic Edition, and it asked me if I wanted to sign up as well, so I would assume yes. I opted in for beta, so we'll see if we can do that together. Awesome. Did you sign up through the link that Discord had? Because they have their special beta thing from the Wowhead site. Well, I mean, it redirects you, but, you know, looks all fancy. Doesn't Alpha, you did? Okay, perfect. Come first? I'm confused about that. Yes, Alpha comes first. Alpha's first, and then Beta. Alpha is usually, there's like closed alpha and then there's open alpha. Closed alpha is like there's a lot more super private, very small group stuff. Open alpha is usually a non-NDA.
Lady Dragon Crux followed your channel.
Thank you so much for the follow, Lady Dragon Crux. Glad to have you here and hope you enjoy your stay. But yeah, there's like a non-open alpha, it'd be like a non-NDA version of alpha. And then there's like closed beta and open beta, which is the same thing, but the next step after alpha. So. Usually goes alpha, beta, PTR, live. Kind of in that order. Just think A and B. A is alpha and B is beta. I have finally finished Plunder and now they're doing 2 times rep coming with reset. I saw! Which is good though because you got, what is that, 2 weeks left? Yeah, starting tomorrow you got 2 weeks left. Because it ends the 30th. They confirmed it, so. I don't think alpha invites have gone at. There might be some big streamers who got their stuff early on, but the high-level community, no one has been bragging about getting an invite yet. It's because there's an NDA. I can tell you that much. So. We are currently in the closed alpha stage. Right now on the beta sign-up site, the button vanishes so the page loads for me with a try again later message. Oh no! Ruh-roh. Alpha, beta, PTR, F it, tested live. Exactly, yes! Thank you, Zulef. That's a perfect order. Oh, snap. We're being raided.
Hello, Octoberly raided your channel with 61 viewers.
Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. Hello, Octoberly. How you doing? Glad to have you here. Welcome, raiders. How is everybody? We're doing some fishing. Welcome. There we go. Yeah, no NDA stuff. I was talking more along the lines of open alpha. Oh yeah, there's no open alpha yet, so. There we go. Cracking. Hello, Ricasso. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome. Hello. I love fishing. What am I fishing for today? I am trying to get the, what's it called? The Great Sea Ray for the Catchin' Some Rays achievement from BFA. It's the one where you have to fish up a mount and you get an achievement for it. But the problem is I already have the mount because the mount is BOA and I bought it back in BFA, but you don't get the achievement for that, so I gotta fish it up. Yay. That's lovely. But anyway, thanks you for much. English is hard. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope your stream went well. Haven Shadow, hello. I'm officially 69 levels away from Plunder at level 40. So close. Congrats, you got this. You're getting there. The end is nigh. Excellent. Excellente. I got 3 zones left for Eastern Kingdom's Lore Master, my first one on this account. Then is Kalimdor, and we get to grind reps and mounts and TBC. Ah, nice. Well, that's fun. That's all fun. Did stream disconnect? Doesn't look like it. We're still at 25 minutes. Still looks like it's going. No errors. Probably just a blip, I guess. I don't know. Oh, heck yes. Good luck. I just got the turtle after 18 years of trying. Wow! Not long ago. Congrats. Congrats, October. That's awesome. No more fishing for that, at least. So congrats. Blame yourself. Nope, I'm still here. Refresh browser if you need to. Refresh browser if needed. I'm still here. Guess Twitch had a blip. Stream didn't restart though. It's still going. Words are hard indeed. Hello, IKs. How you doing? Welcome. I'm off to grab lunch, but I'll be back. Hope you fish it before I back. Ah, you and me both. Have a great lunch, though. See you in a bit. Yeah, I don't know. There wasn't any issues on my end. My other laptop's still looking, so I don't know. Are any of us really here? We might be in the Matrix. Very true, buddies. Oh, and hello. How you doing? Ah, I need to refresh my boofs. Oh, yeah. I need to do that. Okay. Alright, we got that. And we need to do some of this. Back to fishing. Beautiful. But yeah, this is it. This is what we're doing, at least until we magically get the mount. I mean, we'll see. That be how it do, so. That's what we're going for. So kick back, relax, and enjoy the ocean. And you can fish this from anywhere in the BFA ocean areas, including around Mechagon, apparently. But I really like Vol'dun. I'm a big Vol'dun fan. I like the Isle of Gold. It's kind of fun. So, we're gonna hang out here. I've been debating if I should try to farm mop mounts or not to make the bronze grind easier, but at the same time, I think you can get the mop drops in the remix as well. Yeah, all the same mounts drop in remix as it does in live, from what I read. And like the mop mounts that are already in game, they're not going anywhere. So like, I'm just gonna focus on the new stuff. I mean, I already have all the old stuff anyways, but I'm just focusing on the new stuff. That's my priority. Like, I know Silver doesn't have some of the old stuff, but it is a limited time event. So, you know, I'm getting the limited time stuff first. And then if we magically have time after that, we'll try getting some extra stuff for Silver. But, you know, when you fish it up, you'll be full done. You're not wrong, Ricasso. Yes. I had a nice facepalm happen just now. Been working on trying to get the All-Seeing Eyes toy. I got the left eye on my main account, and I just got the right eye on my second account. Boo, the toy is a pain to farm. Tell me about it. That one took me forever to get. I didn't finish it until Shadowlands. And that was after farming it, well, every time it was up in BFA. It took a while. It did not want to give the other eye. I don't remember if it was the left or the right one, but it took forever. Same, definitely want to prioritize the new stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Somehow most ATT streamers I'm watching are on the slow, relaxing grains right now. It's super nice to have on while farming. Well, it's that time of the expansion. Normally this is when we would be moving into our drought season, which I guess we're kind of still having a drought season, but this is when, you know, you finish up your grinds, and I'm kind of done with a lot of the weekly type stuff, except for Dragonflight, and even then I'm starting to slowly wind down on those grinds. So, time to do all the stuff I was putting off. Fishing, archaeology, and probably instances. I was doing archaeology for quite a while because I'm only missing 4 things, but I'm taking a break because I'm so tired of archaeology. I love it, but the endless grind is torture. Oof. Oof. Oof indeed. They need to do a cat remix so I can buy the freaking archaeology weapons I'm missing. Please. Opposite here. I've been farming some of those mats for years. I just want to move on with my life. Oh yeah, totally understandable. And that is the benefit of that as well. So I'm really hoping, like, I'm not a mop fan, so I'm not thrilled about it, but the idea of the remix itself sounds interesting. So I'm really hoping that it goes over well and they do a remix for other expansions as well. Like, imagine like a Kata remix or, I don't know, a Legion remix. That'd be really cool. Let's see. Oh, the Epic Edition gives beta access. We can do this together in that case. Yeah, assuming that it actually, like, does. I signed up for it anyway, but yes, I would love to do beta stuff with you, oh well. I'm buying the Astral Cloud Serpent. It's the only one I'm missing. I have all the toys I put on the vendor, so I can focus on the new stuff after that. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, I'm very glad you can get them with the currency grind. Absolutely. Yeah, I've been farming it since BFA. Strawberry is poopy, especially for having to get 2 pieces. Yes! Yes, it is. Agreed, aren't. It's gross. At least there is an end you can see. Yes, and that is why I like currency grinds over straight RNG. Because at least there is an end in sight. You can, you know, get 10k thing and you're done. It's not like, oh gee, I hope I get it this week for the next 10 years. I watched someone grind Zinrook on the weekend and I'm convinced it convinced me to put it off for a bit. Yeah, that's one of the ones I need is Zinrook. I need Zinrook, Destroyer of Worlds from Troll. I need the Staff of Amane from Tol'vir. I need the Sword of Sirocco or whatever it's called from Tol'vir. And then the Staff of Sorcerer Thane Tharazon from Dwarf. Those are the last 4 things I need from Archaeology. That's it. I have everything else, every single achievement, every other item, everything except those 4 things. And they just don't want to drop. I'm going crazy. So I'm taking a break. If you're not a mop fan, do you prefer brooms? Get out of here. I swear. I think that's pretty likely. I think so too. I think like people are already liking it, so that's good. It looks like it's going to be interesting. Making a paladin, I'm just going to grind out everything old, new, mounts first, toy second, T-Mog third. Yes! That's what Silver and I are doing too. We're just going to go double pally and rip it up. So, you know. Legion remix. I know, right? That'd be great. See, I literally want to procrastinate. So many super rare drops wait for remixes unless it's easy to do, and I'm really excited about the drop. True. That is true. Fair. Dragonflight remix. Loading anxiety. Dear Lord. If they did Dragonflight remix, they'd have to remove all the weekly caps because, yeah. Glad to see some content creators aren't being Delulu mad and about the world boss mounts being available via a long currency grind. Right? I am like actually shocked because I saw that. I was like, well, that's cool. I bet people are immediately going to be mad about this. And weirdly, people aren't. I'm like, huh? Seems weird. But anyway, I'm fine with it. Where am I located in game? It's beautiful. Thank you. I am in Vol'dun over on the port of Zemlin. So southern area on the Isle of Gold. So the Golden Isle, rather. But yeah, I love this area. I love Vol'dun. I'm a big desert fan. I think it's a great thing. You still put in time. You just don't have to deal with the weekly lockouts. Yeah, exactly. And neither one requires skill. Yep, that's the other thing too. I'm super hyped for a remix, so much more appealing than Plunderstorm. There is that. That is true. That is true. Totally skillful. One-shotting Shaw for the 247th time. Yes. Just give people time. Yes. They may have not gotten to it yet. True. Don't let the goblins find that island. Well, it is a haunted island. It's full of ghosts and stuff, so... Technically. Also, hello, Hippone. How you doing? But yeah, that's what we're doing. This right here. Fishing. I have my bestie with me, Silver. She's my lucky charm half the time. She'll probably get this before me, but fingers crossed she magically lets me get it. The only thing I'm sad about regarding mob remix so far, no one has seen the test for currency yet, as far as I know. True. Yeah, I haven't seen any of the raid transmog show up on vendors. Like, the raid mounts are, but kind of interesting. I think people aren't mad because if you're a serious mount collector, you were able to brute force the 1 to 100 drop rate with your alt army. If it was still 1 to 2,000, people would probably be annoyed who got them when super rare. But also those people who were annoyed already when they changed to 1 to 100, so maybe people aren't mad because they already got mad. They're mad because they already got mad. That's a way to put it. Maybe, I don't know. The fact that people were mad about them increasing a drop rate on world boss mounts that I had been farming since they came out, that's... I don't know what to tell you, man. That sounds like a personal problem at that point. I had over 16,000 attempts on Rookmar alone. You can imagine the other ones. You know, before the drop rate increase. It is pathetic. It honestly is. Like, you do not understand the hours and the amount of alts I put it on that, so I was thrilled when they increased the drop rate. I was like, thank you! Release me! Oh, I did a BFA Horde campaign and War campaign on a new alt and was able to finish it all without getting kicked out of Chromie time. Nice! But I didn't do any non-essential quests, only did the ones for the campaigns. Gotcha. Well, congrats though, that's quite the accomplishment. I think no one has seen the heirloom weapons either, which is sad. Would have loved to have got them. Yep, those were already confirmed, along with the challenge mode stuff, to not be returning. Blizzard already said, nope, those aren't coming back. Even though they were data mined as recently being put back into the files? I don't know. Maybe they're going to use them for something else. Hello, Nadia. How ya doing? Glad to have you here. Boop. Okay. Some people are just petty, and they also tend to complain the loudest. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Kraken, to be honest, I think you're just bad logic. All good, Haven. Even if you actually did think that, you're welcome to think whatever you want. It does not affect me. Hello, Darth. How you doing? I am slightly annoyed all the mounts are on the vendor that I already have, but they won't bring back the items that I don't have, such as challenge mode. Yeah, that was my minor annoyance, too. I was like, oh, sure. Things that are already in game. But, you know, I get it. I swear Rookmar was a liar. It was listed as 1 to 500, but the thing seemed as rare as mop mounts. Right? It was. It was absolutely lower than it says it was. I had never seen anyone get it. And that was the one I wanted the most. And then I finally got it. And then dragon riding hit the world. And I'm like, well, guess I'm never riding the mount I wanted so bad again. Unless they put dragon riding on it. Oh well. I'm okay, just clearing BFA on my new main. Nice. Hope you're good as well. I'm doing fantabulous. Thank you for asking. We're just doing some fishing. Fishing. So exciting. Maybe they're saving the challenge mode stuff for the trading post or the black auction house. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. It's a possibility. There's still 804k of bronze for you to farm, even if you have all the stuff already. I know. There's so much bronze we have to farm. It's just... it's kind of insane. Oh, man. I hate Rookmar because of the way it spawns. I've missed it before. Oh, same Witch Hobbit. Same. Especially when people are rude and they'll sit up at the very super top of the tower, purposely trying to kill it so that no one else gets it the second it spawns. Which I just thought was the rudest. So I'm like, let it come around so that multiple people can tag it. But whatever. At least it was only a 15-minute spawn. So that's good. If I wear challenge mode team log during room mix, how many people do you think would whisper me asking how I got it? Probably a lot, Hippode. Probably a lot. I hope they add a reliable way of getting a lot of bronze. It seems like, from what everyone has been saying, bronze practically just rains out of the sky from every source imaginable. You can apparently even get it from fishing, exploration, random drops off mobs. It just oozes. Pandaria is Bronze Daria right now, so, or at least it will be. So I'm not too worried, to be honest, unless they decide to nerf the rates last minute, which they're not entirely unused to doing, so. But still. So, that's good. So many great ideas, yeah. Well, if you have to have someone at the top to send it down to the people at the bottom, I mean, it comes down on its own. I mean, they one-shot it the second it spawns in midair. So, you know, if you're not ranged, you can't reach it. I thought you were supposed to be on the tower. I never knew. That's where I first saw people. Yeah, that's just people being a jerk. People were at 20k from leveling to 40. It ramps up at max level. Nice. I'd be surprised if it stays that bronzy. Yeah, we'll find out. Mr. GM found some data showing the cloud serpents and flying moose getting dragon riding animations, among others. The moose too? I knew about the cloud serpents, but the moose too? Yes! Because if the moose happens, that means a lot of other ones will happen because it shares similar rigging with a lot of wingless mounts. Yes! Please, dynamic riding on everything. Thank you. Have a nice day. That's exciting. That is exciting. Yeah. My arms are hot, but my legs are cold. All right. That's so irritating. Moose dragon riding, right? I don't think fishing can drop it, only because there's no professions at all in Remix. There is fishing. Someone confirmed it. I saw it. So, there's no other professions, but there is fishing. Because you know Pandarans, they're basically Tuskar in panda form. But you get... it's not much, it's like one at a time. I want my phoenixes, but no Blizz is anti-funning, anti-collecting. Well, at least there's the one recolor, so we got a recolor of a phoenix, so that's nice. At least the model's not completely off limits anymore. So that's nice. I'm a Tuskar in human form. I'd buy it. Makes sense to me. Oh, fishing. And that Phoenix is like a freebie. I think you just have to get to level 20. Yeah, I believe so. It was attached to one of the achievements. I think that was it. That sounds right. I was really shocked. So I'm pleased about that. So if anything, you can at least get the Phoenix. So that's nice. Which is good, because that's like the one thing I super wanted. I mean, I'm going to get everything, but, you know. Speaking of archaeology, phew, it was a mistake to start the Draenor and Legion pristine/fine curator achievements. Oh, you think the Draenor and Legion ones are hard? You just wait till you get to the Mop ones. Mop and Kata. Kata doesn't have any pristine achievements, but the drops from Kata are awful.
V3 Cetarlex subscribed to your channel for 1 month.
Vector Alex rather. Thank you so much for the sub. I super appreciate your support because thanks to folks like you, I can keep working. So thank you so much. Appreciate it. Oh, fishing. So exciting. I have 10 more Archachieves in Mop, then completely done with those, and then it's farming for 12-year mount only. Nice. Good luck, Bella. Good luck. Yeah, I heard you have all the mounts, achievements, pets, and toys. I just need the last of the Catamog. I think Dwarf is technically classic, but still, I lump it in. I think what's holding some of the mounts back from dragon riding is that they can't get the models to look right doing dragon maneuvers. I'm not surprised, but personally, I don't care if it looks stupid. Put it on there. I mean, when they first released Draenei Monks, right way back in the day, anyone remember the noodle spaghetti legs that would happen when you would, not Whirling Surge, it's the upgraded version of Roll, where you spin. And your legs would spaghetti noodle all over the screen. I specifically made a different monk because I couldn't handle it. It was too funny, I couldn't take it seriously. So, not the first time they've implemented something new and the model was completely broken. There's been many other instances after that, but that one's my favorite. I spent the whole weekend farming Xiaohao rep and got myself a shiny gold serpent. Woo, nice! Congrats on Perfect Dark. That's the heavenly cloud serpent, right? The golden one? That one's so pretty. I do love that one. I love the cloud serpents. Noodle dragons. They're just big noodles. Shiny noodles. They're very cute. Alright, y'all hydrate. Hydration warning. It's good for you. Yeah, that's the one. Perfect. I farmed that back when MOP was current. Back in my day. That was a long time ago. You still get the white one from BFA? The white one? Oh, the, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, both the BFA ones from the Veil. Yes. The Rajani one, and then the one from, whatever that rare is. Yeah, you can still get both. I worked on World Awoken over the weekend, just have some Forbidden Reach and Lunker stuff left. Nice! All I have for the World Awoken achievement is, the raids, but I'll get that when Season 4 comes around, and the, you need the meta for doing all of them on normal for the mount. So, I'll get 2 mounts at the same time. Yeah, Ivory too. Yeah, those ones. Yeah, the Ivory one. Yep. And then the Rajani one. I think the Rajani one is the one from the rare. Well, they're both technically rares, but, you know, whatever. It's only the storms for the World Awoken and Narn Plains until Drasus. Yesterday they swapped only between Azure Span and Wiki Shores. That one will take you a long time. That took me a good few weeks of camping every single spawn. I'll never forget how we got the Ivory one at the same time. The Ivory one or the Rajani one from Alani? The Ivory one is the one you have to lasso and catch. And then the Rajani one is... yeah, that one. Yeah, we did. Silver and I back in VFA had gotten the one off the... I think it was Alani is the name of the dragon. Off the rare. At the same time. I'm so baffled. So pleased, though, because that sucked to farm back when that was current. That was really cool, though. Okay, time to reapply stuff. Boop. There we go. Back to fishing. To be honest, it's not so bad. It's just about not being at work whenever the storm I need pops. Yeah, that was pretty much it. It kind of sucks. BFA mounts are pretty hard to get. A lot of rare spawns and world drops. They weren't too bad. Honestly, I didn't think the drop rates for those were worse than some previous expansions. I kind of thought they were better. Rayloon, we got the serpent scale from it. Okay, it was Rayloon. Who's Alani? Oh, Alani's the red one that flies around in Old Vale. My bad. Too many serpents all crammed in the same area. Thank you. It's the one I named Shiloon after. Duh, I should know that. Anyway, what's my favorite race? I don't really have one yet, Amos. I play everything. So, all of them. Especially the ones that are not playable. So if I could pick, like, non-playable races, it would be Satyr and Arakoa. So confused why the Alani mount is the most expensive mount to buy on Remix. 50k bronze, but you could pick it up for 10k gold in live, which is probably easier to farm. I saw that, but I don't know. I just loaded into a level 15 dungeon to see a Kultiran wearing only the tusk and the sword from Antorus. I think it's time to stop running dungeons for now. Aw, come on, don't let him flex on ya. That's kind of funny though. The drop rates aren't that bad, good to know. Yeah, they didn't feel that bad for me. They didn't feel nearly as bad as previous expansions, but of course everyone's luck is going to be different. But those are ones that I did mostly when it was current. Which is rare, like even if I farm things mostly when they're current, I'm still doing it into the future expansions because of my bad luck. But I didn't have too much of that. It was really the non-mount stuff, like the transmog and the toys from the rares and stuff. That was the stuff that took forever. I believe that coming from you, knowing your attempt count, usually yes. Thank you, Witchoffin. Yeah, the mounts weren't too bad. Everything else was terrible, but the mounts weren't too bad. I want High Erico to be playable so bad. Yes! Thank you, Squish.net. Yes! The High Ericoa specifically. I usually don't bother trying to explain, because sometimes when I bring it up, people are like, what's a High Ericoa? It's the non-cursed version. The, tall, slender, still able to fly, non-cursed ones that you see in WoD. Pre-cursed form. Those are the ones I want. I want an Ericoa Paladin. I would main it so fast, you would not be able to blink fast enough for me to main it. Like, I want it! Pretty birds, not hunchback birds. Exactly. Like, I definitely want both as an option, because I do like both. They should have both as body types or something. But at least the High Ericoa, please. They're so cool. I'd love to play a snake guy from Vol'dun. Yes, the Sethrak, they're so cute. That'd definitely be in my top 5. The snacks. Need me some noodles. Well, there are 4 world drop mounts from BFA. We're pretty bad to farm. I bought the back in BFA to not deal with the post BFA price hikes. Yeah, there was a lot. There was a lot. Imagine people who were listening BFA, rares, and LFG, I'm sure too. It makes it harder when people aren't doing that now. That is true. I didn't usually have an issue getting the rare kills though. Like, it was kind of frustrating once in a while, but I don't think they have that long of a spawn timer. I think it's around an hour or so. So if you check in frequently or you switch between war mode and non-war mode a lot, you know, you'll find them. I like the cursed ones too. Exactly. We should have both.
Jeff the Prop subscribed to your channel for 1 month.
Thank you so much for the sub, Jeff the Prop. Super appreciate it. Thanks to folks like you, I can keep working. Well, it could have been Alliance Valpera. Those two things that would have been what I'd race change the Nell for. Yes, that would have been nice. I don't play much Warlock, but a cursed Erico or Warlock would be sick, right? Absolutely. Soundless has like an 8-hour. It does indeed, but we were referring specifically to the rares from the 8.3 content in the Vale and Uldum, so the very end, not the Najatar stuff. Because no, the Najatar one sucked. The drop rates from Najatar from those rares, absolute trash. But the BFA assault area ones, those weren't bad at all. I'd have transferred an alt to a low pop server and I'd basically live there in war mode. It's so peaceful. Right? It really is. I'm looking forward to having that again someday. Yes, I'd be all over a Chris Erico lock. Right? Same. Absolutely same. Absolutely same. I think they broke the midnight salmon. Yeah, I've noticed that. I've been getting them during the day too. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Maybe we have something that lets us fish it up whenever. Who knows? Our skill is too high. We can catch them when they're sleeping. Skills. Let me move my cup out of the way. There. My hair is tickling. There we go. Nope. Why is there hair? Do they know when we're awake? I don't know, to be honest, maybe. There we go. Oh, from the assaults, what was that vulture mount that dropped in Uldum? That was my kryptonite for rare mount farms. That one definitely took a good few tries. Wasn't anything in the hundreds, that's for sure. Granted, when I say I feel like the drop rates weren't too bad, that's in comparison to most of my drop rates.
The Scully TTV followed your channel.
Thank you so much, the Scully TTV, for the follow. Glad to have you here. Hope you're enjoying your stay. But yeah, that one was, oh, what's that one called? Cool. Was it the Waste Marauder? Yeah, the Waste Marauder comes from Rot Feaster. I think that's the one. Yeah, that one took a little while. I remember being a little annoyed with that one. But still. So when I say not too bad, I mean compared to like most of my other attempts, which are usually in the hundreds. So for context. For context. $27,000 even. We just hit 27,000 attempts for the Great Sea Ray. And climbing. I need Ishak to finish off the BFA assaults. That one was really annoying to do when it was current. The drop rate wasn't awful, but it was definitely annoying. Because that one has a longer timer on it. But I think that one was there regardless of what kind of assault was up. I think. I've actually been pretty happy with the mount pet toy collecting the last two expansions. Both Shadowlands and DF were very kind with their drop rates. They were. For mounts, pets, toys, it wasn't too bad, to be honest. Especially since Shadowlands started doing the... For like some of the rare ones, you could just buy off the vendor. Like some of the Covenant ones. It came off a rare, technically, but if you didn't get it, you could just spend Grateful Offerings on it. Which I did. So... Yeah, that one wasn't too shabby. And I don't recall having a lot of issues getting the ones from Korthia. It took a while, but not like so long I wanted to die type of long. So, there's that. Still need to do the Argus fishing mount. Oh, I just did that one recently. I was in the pentuple digits for that as well. Good luck. That is what I heard. It doesn't matter what assault. Yeah, I believe it doesn't matter what assault for that particular for Ishak. So make sure you have plenty of space in your bags. I caught it as my bags got full. No mail not given to me. I tried to had to catch it a second time. Oh no. Good to know. I mean, my bags are far from full, but youch. That's gross. Same, DF mounts has been best. Yeah, DF isn't too bad. Yeah. Those haven't been too bad. The only one I haven't been able to get is Breeze Biter. But that's just because I'm on way too full of a server. And Blizzard was mean and put a cap of 5. 5 people can tap it before you don't get any chances with it, so. Blah. But I'm a lot better at collecting nowadays, so I don't know if that helped. Yeah, true, that is true. It definitely helps. Yeah, Korthia had a lot of stuff, but they all seem to drop at a good rate. So even if it took a while, you still got those dopamine hits on the regular. Yeah, I think that's probably why I enjoyed it more than some people, was because of that right there. Like, there was a couple things, like, that just didn't want to drop, but it was just a couple of pieces of transmog, which I did throw a bunch of alts at it eventually. But yeah, regularly getting stuff, getting kind of drip-fed things, I feel better about it. Instead of getting it all at the end. I'm that sort of person. Same Breeze Biter. I haven't felt like working on that much. Yeah, I don't intend to until I'm like transferred onto a lower pop server where people aren't going to be mean as much. So I was so lucky to get Breeze Biter under after 200 tries. Dang. Congrats though. Recently just finished my Breeze Biter grind. Doing shard hopping via Group Finder worked better. Yeah, that's a pain. I'm probably going to do that as well when I farm it eventually, but blech. Into my server, it's desolate. Yep, I'm planning on going to a lower pop RP server in the future. I don't know what one yet. Haven't completely decided on it. Not gonna do that until after War Within drops, so. Selling stuff sucks though. Yeah, not all of my characters are moving, because the advantage of waiting is Moonguard has a really good auction house, and in War Within, cross-server guilds are coming. So, I'll still be able to feed my guild and pull from it, while also selling my stuff on Moonguard, which will be nice. I think maybe me getting Breezebiter after like 5 to 10 kills, something like that, is why I never had any issue with the Versus expansion. Yeah, that would do it. That would do it. I'm somewhere in like between 40 and 50 or something before I gave up, because I was tired of the people constantly like fighting about it or bitching out everyone who got a hit before they did. I'm like, this is awful. Why would you do this, Blizzard? It's a rare mount. And one of the cutest ones too, because it's a flying fox. Dude. That was just rude. Both tries were under 4K together, but yeah, they should have mailed it to me. Yeah, no, that's gross. Well, at least both your tries were under 4K, so that's good. I'm currently at 27K. So... Sounds like Worm Restocord is in your future. Nah, not Worm Restocord. It'd be way lower than that. I came from Worm Restocord. I used to have all my horde there. And there's still a high pop server anyways. I don't want high pop. There we go. I've never liked full servers. In fact, I joined, to show my age here, I joined Moonguard back when it was a medium server in Legion. I always had alts on it since MOP, but you know. Oh well. I was farming for weapons transmog farm for one of the ones that will go away when Season 4 starts. So when I got burnt out about that, I looked for Breezebiter. Nice. Started getting a lot more comfy buying collectibles in the auction house. I'm just like, well, if I get it myself one day, I'll just sell it too. Same Witch Hobbit, same. I'm pretty much in the same boat. I'm like, if I could just buy it, I probably will. I can make gold faster than I can get drop rates most of the time. Not too bad then, but it still shouldn't happen. Good. Yeah, no kidding. The Scryers. Earthen Ring's been low pop for years. Yeah, there's definitely some good options out there. There's lots of different RP servers. But I'm not going anywhere until next expansion, because I'm hoping that Moonguard might just even out. But I doubt it. Moonguard's just overpopulated. I'm just getting tired. Ever since SL, I had a big mentality change toward the game where I pushed to get meta achievements for his drops early on. So Breezebiter I farmed it early, even though early enough that people really hadn't started camping it yet. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm the opposite. My change was, oh.
Mrs. Rachel Bell 2018 followed your channel.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Bell, Mrs. Rachel Bell, rather, for the follow. Glad to have you here, and I hope you enjoy your stay. But yeah, mine was the opposite. Instead of doing it when I normally did it, which was early or medium, I put it off till way later. So, I went the opposite direction. And I've been having a lot better time with that. I just recently bought the chromatic sword for 128k. Didn't feel the pain either. I feel that. I also bought that stupid sword. I farmed the crap out of that rare, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy it. So I did. I don't remember what I paid. It was a while ago now, but I was happy to buy it. And my server wasn't big, but then they did a bunch of mergers, and now it's considered high, but it feels pretty good. I just don't want to get close to full. Yeah, that's the problem with Moonguard. Is poor Moonguard was medium up until BFA, and then suddenly it went to high pop, and then it just crept up to full and keeps getting fuller. And it has a lot of issues. Consistent lag, it has it crashes on patch days. You have to avoid Stormwind and the trading post for like the first week of every month. Launch and patch and pre-patch are a nightmare. Anytime there's an event, it's just awful. You guys have seen. There's always new people joining too. It's just constantly being flooded, and I'm like, I'm gonna go before it implodes. It's just dying. What rare is that from? That's from, if it's the one I'm thinking of, it's the, there's a gator looking thing down in Stranglethorn. I can't remember if it's, I think it's down here. Yeah, Crystal Vein Mine. Scale Belly, that's it, thank you. And Crystal Vein Mine, there's Scale Belly. A little gator dude, he drops it. So. Let's see, play Masman Gold. What is he on Moonguard 2? That's funny. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Hold on. There we go. Woof. The trees are hardcore pollinating, so I am slightly dying. I'm glad I don't particularly have allergies. I don't know if I want to change realms or not. Not sure how I feel about my server being full. Yeah, if you don't have any, like, issues with the server being so full, like, it's probably not a big deal. It's just, I'm really tired of the constant issues with poor Moonguard. And it's been getting worse. Oh, you guys have seen a lot of them on stream too. Woof. So, yeah. And I'm not moving all my alts, obviously. It's just my class mains. Kind of my issues am I running into? Oh boy, let me tell you what. Lag and Stormwind, because I'm an Alliance main. Like, I play Horde too, but lag and Stormwind is very constant. It gets worse depending on the time of the month. So, like, the first week of every month, you have to just completely avoid Stormwind and the trading post altogether, because it's too heavy. Events, patch days, launch days, pre-patch, all that stuff. It's just broken as heck. It's definitely one of the biggest servers, so it has a lot of like phasing issues that break a lot. It has all kinds of stuff like that. Just physical, because too full, ceasing to function issues. And sometimes zone stuttering happens too if there's too many in a certain zone. Like when the Azure Span thing was happening in the very beginning of the expansion, where there was too many events going on and the servers couldn't handle it, Moonguards lasted months because there was too much going on. So, to list a few. MG is like the biggest WoW server now, it seems like. It is. It's massive. And very active. Yeah, technically, I don't have that much issue, just normal lag at huge spawn events like holidays. Well, that's good. He's made a few videos about Moonguard, which really added to the population of issues. I'm not surprised. Hello, Kren. Hi, Miss Latte. I have a question. Did you ever get your Black Netherwing Drake coloration? Because I haven't still, and I completed the achieve on the 6th. That's 15th now. I did indeed. I had that. I got that achievement ages ago before it had the reward on it, because they added that later. And about, I don't know, a week ago now, a few days ago, they mailed it to me, like on 3 different characters. So I did. So they're in the process of trying to get it fixed. Hello, Yibu. What's cracking with you as well? Welcome. Gosh, I love the collecting community. Someone is helping me unlock Old Cholomance. Oh, good. That's sweet. Glad to hear it. Emerald Dream is a nice server. I was there for many years. It was pretty dang toxic. I don't know what it's like now, but... Hello, Creature Brush. How you doing? Glad to have you here. How many attempts now? I am at to 27,049. So, over 27k. Okay, good. Thanks for letting me know. You're very welcome, Kren. We're getting there. Damn is right. More than the pond nettle too, because this one I've been fishing for longer than I was for the pond nettle. Pond nettle I put off for ages. It's killing me. But we're here. So you'll hydrate. It's good for you. So, fingers crossed. Adjust that. Right. Let's see. Fix my keybinds. Oh, keybinds, 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 keybinds. Let's see. What is it under targeting? Target self. Show target. No. I don't know what it is. I'll just turn it off. It's fine. There we go. And we won't see the actually. It's still going. Hold on. Where is... There we go. Interface. So it's not none, it'd be... Nope, not that. There we go. Enemy unit. There! Turn off nameplates a little bit so we can actually see the scenery. I'm guessing those 27k casts haven't been done in the last hour stream. No. This is a long grind. This one's been around a hot minute. Since I got my Legion artifact fishing pole after Legion, do I need to worry about upgrading or anything? Does it not matter now? I'm honestly not sure. I upgraded mine during Legion, and I haven't really messed with it since. So I'm not sure, to be honest. Remind me again, what mount is this? This is the Great Sea Ray. Fishing up the Great Sea Ray, excuse me, gets you the achievement Catchin some rays. The mount is buyable, but it does not give you the achievement if you buy it. You have to catch it yourself, so. Alright, refresh that, and that. Okay. Oh, I need to put my new, can of worms and stuff on. There we go. Nice. By the way, how are you feeling about Pandaria Remix? The remix seems cool. I'm not a mop fan, so it's definitely mixed feeling. Ha, pun intended. But I'm definitely not the best person to ask for that, because I'm not a mop fan personally. But the remix idea seems cool, and I do hope they spread it to other expansions as well. So it seems like it's fun. Got that fishing pole and only max level characters, included the Dracthyr, just for the underwater swimming and water walking. I think you want to upgrade it just for a little water walking and stuff. Nice. Well, that's good. My wife got hers in an hour. I was so angry. Ah, of course. Of course. My wife sounds like my partner. She's so insanely lucky with drops. My other bestie, Canary, is like that. She's insanely lucky with drops, and it just drives me nuts. How do I feel about the mount for bronze stuff? I think it's awesome. I like currency grinds over straight RNG grinds because at least there's an end in sight. I hope they do more of that. That's been one of my praises for Dragonflight and Shadowlands, is them starting to put mounts that you also get from rare drops on vendors, so that if you don't get it, by the time you get enough currency, you can just buy it. Big thumbs up for me. I got it on Priest, and I have Levitate, so I don't know. I feel like bothering for water walking. Completely understandable. It's not too hard, though, to be honest. I don't remember upgrading it being that annoying. I think so, too? Good. Glad to hear it. Yeah, no, don't worry. I'm not one of those people that's all like, "Ah, I suffered getting this, so you have to suffer, too." I don't care. Dude. If anything, I don't want you to have to suffer as much as I do. I hope you get your fish in the first 100 casts. Because this 27k thing is BS, you know? That type of thing. If it can take you 100 IRL years to get something, that's too hard. Right? Yeah. Exactly. Agreed. So yeah, no, I'm not one of those people. Get it. Get it however you get it. Oh, fishing. So yeah, I hope they will do that for War Within 2. Agreed. Same. I hope they transfer this idea over to future expansions, because it's been really nice. Been really nice. Especially for, like, the rifts and stuff. Well, I'm not super fan of the rift content itself. I appreciate that everything but the Warlock Grimoire, which of course is the one I'm still missing, was buyable on the vendors. And I bought most of my stuff because it didn't want to drop. So I was very grateful for that. At this point, NetPagel should show up and just deliver it to you. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Dude, that would be so funny if he did. He just rides it, but like, you know what? Here. I'll give you the achievement and everything. Good grief. I personally don't care that the Longboy is exclusive to BFA. So many people have missed that boat. I don't mind if it comes back. Agreed. 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 They should bring it back. Like, obviously it's still in the black market, but not everybody likes playing with that. Blech. The fact you can get all armor types added is so much better than having to grind on 4 characters. Yes, I was a little worried about that. I was very prepared for them to class lock everything, and that I would have to do it on all of my class mains, which is why I have them, because there's so much class lock stuff. So I'm so pleased. This is just me, but I really think Remix is like a testing experimental ground for all of these different future systems that they need to put in future expansions that they're planning. This is just me. No one's saying this, just me. And this is the guise that they're using under. Like, yeah, let's get them to test it by turning it into an event so that everybody wins and they get stuff, right? And we get the data we need. Because let's be real, I don't know if they truly get the data they need from Alpha Beta PTR testing. You know? So that's just me. That's just a Lotteism right there. I'm still waiting for NetPagel for photo achievement. That's what I've heard. I think Silver's waiting for that too, possibly? Or at least something like that. Hidden pity timer. Nat just shows up on his raft in front of you is all, you know what? Have the thing, but please stop. Exactly. True that. Some world quests in Dragonflight. Nah, they got that War Within tech. Exactly. I think so too, and I hope it. Yes. I found easier to get the fishing pole from Tuskar and Northrend and the Angler's Raft from Mop. The only thing I haven't found is a good all-around swim speed boost that isn't consumable, but a swimming mount can help with that. Yeah, ironically, I prefer the consumable because the Shimmer Scale diving suit is the same speed. Oh, I need to turn off spell IDs. Is the same speed as a underwater mount since they nerfed the mounts ages ago now, so kind of funny. And you can put it on while moving, so that's a bonus. Just looted the Blight Touched Egg. Congrats, Imperfect Darg. That's awesome. Have I grinded out everything in Plunderstorm, by the way? I have indeed. Silver and I did that in the first few days. We hardcored it, so we were done with it. So, yes. Everything except, of course, you know, the 2 Vita Strengths. You know, like the 1 million Plunder and a win. I didn't get either of those, but I don't really care, so. I got all the collectibles. That's what I'm more worried about. I need NetPagel too. If he shows up to drop off your mount, please send it to me so I can take a picture. No kidding. We're with an alpha soon. All these creators going MIA for tomorrow. I saw. Kind of interesting, so. We know it's soon. The diving suit is also dirt cheap on my server, at least. Yeah, it's dirt cheap, so I just buy it. I used to craft them, but I found out it was like cheaper to buy them instead of crafting, so I started doing that. Really hoping NetPagel shows up with the planes tomorrow. Let's hope so. Fingers crossed. Did you do the 1 mil achievement? No. That's too much for my taste, especially with no reward. Nope. Otherwise, I gotta ask my partner to check for me while I'm away on the 30th. Oh no. Well, hopefully they're nice enough. I got first place, but I'm not doing the 1 mil. Yeah, I almost won once. I got second. It was like second or third. That was the closest I ever got when I was doing it solo during stream, and then I just called it good after that. I'm like, you know what? It rewards nothing, not even achievement points. I don't care. So, whatever. I don't care if the expansion, I just want the transmog change in. I feel that. Like, I am excited for the expansions coming, but like, yeah, it's usually the system changes, quality of life stuff, the collectibles. Like, that's the stuff I'm most excited for. Less so the actual expansion. I don't know what that says about me, but yeah, same. The only reason I got first place was I hid in a bush until it was me and one more person. I think he got killed in the storm. That's funny. The Tuskar fishing doesn't stop working in combat too. Thanks for the diving suit tip. You're very welcome. Yeah, the diving suit, it only lasts 10 minutes, but they're cheap, stackable. They don't get removed in combat. You can put them on while moving. So you don't have to like sit there and cast them out. Really handy. I love them. I won one fishing tournament by making a druid alt in a low RP server. Low pop RP server. Nice. Definitely a good way to do it. I'm so excited about the saga. Everything, in fact. Same. I'm really excited. I hope it pans out good. I really do. Definitely looking forward to it. Oh, well, I guess mine is the new dwarf race, quotation marks. Yeah, I think that's actually the thing I'm least excited for. Another dwarf skin. I was like, so we get a third dwarf. Okay. And Blizzard's all like, but it could be on both factions. And I'm like, yeah. Technically everything could if you just unlocked it. So, I mean... I don't know. Crossing fingers and toes. Absolutely. I'm excited for the new zones personally. No beef with DF zones, but I'm ready for something new. Same. Like, the Dragonflight zones are gorgeous. Like, visually absolutely gorgeous. But the story of Dragonflight, even in the zones, like the questing zones, hasn't really... I don't know, hasn't really hit it with me. It's just kind of, that's cool. But I think it really is kind of a setup in between... dare I say, a filler expansion until they can work out what's coming next, so that's fine. Like a filler episode. We need those once in a while, so I'll take it. Sorry, Phil. Oh, let me back up. I mean, they would have to really mess up for me to not like the next expansion. Since Legion, I've enjoyed them. Same Witch Hobbit, same. I don't know what they would have to do for me to really not like it, but yeah. Story felt pretty generic, yeah. Like, it's fine. It just felt pretty generic. Middle of the road. What's the thing you were setting up beside you? That is the Sharpened Tuskar Spear. You buy it from the Northrend Tusk... Nope, that's the Anglers, not Northrend Tuskar. It requires Revered with the Anglers from Pandaria. And if you stick it in the ground every 10 minutes, it'll last for 10 minutes and increases your fishing skill by 5 for anyone who's near it. So, increases your fishing. So there you go. And it does stack. It's a little buff down here. I need to open my window. 1 second. Let's get a little warm here. Hey-ya. Hey-ya. Yeah. Yo. There. My window is behind my couch, so it's kind of hard to reach. There we go. I only say since Legion because I didn't have an active sub since before Legion. Before Legion since Wrath. Ah, gotcha. I had an active sub from MOP to now. So, I was in and out for pre-MOP stuff. So, like, you know, I'd only play for like the first week or month at most of every previous expansion. And the same technically went for MOP, but I came back in like the Thunder King patch and then stayed. So, been active since then. People were always complaining about Catadawa, so it felt like, what did I miss, really? But now people crap on BFA to Shadowlands. Yeah, trust me. Having been around a long time, that's just the trend. Like what you like, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. That's how I say it. For some reason, just the trend. Because when I was in MOP, Kata was the worst ever. When WoD was live, WoD was the worst ever. When Legion was live, everyone complained about everything. Especially the legendaries. It just... You know. And now they're saying MOP and WoD were some of the better expansions. I'm like, alright. I'm seeing a trend here, guys.
XMetX raided your channel with 29 viewers. Sapphire_Rosa_ followed your channel.
Thank you so much, Met, for the raid. Welcome, raiders. How y'all doing? Glad to have you here. Welcome. Hope your stream went good, Met. Thank you so much for the raid. Stretch and hello. Thank you so much for the raid. The follow, Sapphire Rosa. Glad to have you here. Welcome. Hello, little demon. How you doing? Welcome. I swear to God, I was following you already. Damn you, Twitch. It's okay. Welcome. Hello, YFN. How you doing? Welcome. No worries. Hello, everyone. Yes. You have to do the taming quest for each zone for the next one. Yes. Very sleepy. Better get to bed. Aw. Have a good night, little demon. See you later. Back up. See. Make sure I didn't miss what people said. Lonesome said, is Sliver keeping you company, or is she also farming them out? She is farming them out. If she's farming them out, how many attempts does she have? I don't know if she's tracking it. How many attempts are you up to if you're tracking it, Silver? Let's see. How do you activate pet battlers everywhere? I've talked to so many and can. I'm not sure, to be honest. I haven't done pet battling like unlocks because it's account wide once you unlock everything. Since MOP, that's when I started it. I don't particularly remember, to be honest. And Silver looks like she's up to 592 tries. So I've been fishing a lot longer than she has. But that's pretty normal, so. You probably started an Orgrimmar or Stormwind, I'd imagine. That feels familiar. Probably a quest in there somewhere. Only been streaming for 13 hours. Don't yell at me. 13 hours? Good heavens. I stream more than 5, I start getting grumpy. I can't do that long. You have to start the World Tamer quest from the Pet Battle Master in your faction city, so Audrey is the Stormwind one. Not sure about the Horde NPC. Perfect. Thank you, Witch Hobbit. It's been so long since I've done those. Ages and ages ago. But yeah, we're fishing. So y'all kick back, relax, grab a drink. We're just doing some fishing. Trying to get the Great Sea Ray mount. So, yeah. It's a grind, but here we are. Here we go, give more of a scenic view for everybody. Oh. Fishing. It's a long grind. But that's why I picked somewhere kind of scenic. I love Vol'dun a lot, so that's why I wanted to farm here. Only problem, sleeping makes me, fishing makes me sleepy. It's really boring, so I'm like, my brain starts turning off. Like, oh, I don't need to be used right now, so I'm just gonna go into sleep mode. I'm like, no. Interesting how they didn't include any pet vendors in Remix. They didn't, did they? That is interesting. I wonder why. Still trying for the one in Argus. For the pet achievements? Those definitely take a while, that's for sure. Yeah, same Kraken, my eyes start getting super sleepy. Yeah. Very much so. I'm just like, That's why I do it with all of you on stream. You can help keep me awake a little bit. Because, man. Woof. It's not the most exciting thing in the world. Okay. No, I can't start that. Ah. And coffee won't help. It doesn't affect me, unfortunately. You still need to do the family pet achieves? Nah, you'll get there. Here we go. Depending on what farm it is, I can usually only manage 100 casts at a time. Oh yeah, completely understandable. It's a long one. So for the mount. Oh, the mount you fish up there. Yes, the pond nettle. That one takes forever. Good luck. Hello, Ophi. How you doing? Hope you all have been doing well. Who's excited for Panda Lad 2.0? This girl is. That's who. Glad to hear it, Ophi. Glad to hear it. Yeah, a lot of people are definitely really excited for it, so that's definitely good. I hope it goes over well. Like, especially for the fishing mounts. Oh yeah, same with Hobbit. Same. What mount are you trying for? The Great Sea Ray. Comes from BFA Oceans. I remember doing 3,200 casts in a day for Huracan. Shit was terrible. Luckily for Huracan, it's guaranteed 100% chance if you do the strange goop part. Unless that's the part you're talking about. But yeah, once you get the strange goop, which you can buy on the auction house, by the way, that's what I did. I got to like 200 casts for the goop, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy it. So I did. I bought it, and then did the quest line for the proper lure, fished them up, instantly got them out, went on my merry way. No regrets. Oh, true. I did do Huracan in one day. Same. The little quest line for the lure is super easy once you have the goop. I got 2 goops and sold one on the auction house. Nice. Same with Auto, I think. I did Auto on New Year's Eve. Yeah, Auto wasn't terrible. Like, once, I used the crab in Forbidden Reach. The crab rare that you can spawn multiple times. Because it drops a coin every time you kill it. So it was like every 5 minutes or something I was guaranteed a coin. So yeah, I did Auto in a day as well. It wasn't too bad. Stretch. Wasn't too shabby. Oh man. There we go. Oh, I need to put the thing back down. Boop. And re-enchant. Okay. Back to fishing. I assume you're using the rarity mod. Are you classified in the lucky range? Haha. I'm classified in the so unlucky I should quit playing and rethink my life range. So yes, I am using rarity. That's the range I'm currently in. I was lucky with the goop, fished mine, and one for sister. Nice. Yeah, I didn't fish for the goop very long. I went up to like 200 casts, and then I was like, you know what? I got a lot of other fishing I gotta do. I'm just gonna buy it. So I did. Fished up gold coin while in a lunker farm was trying to get Auto. Didn't take long. Well, that's good. That is definitely good. Haven't gotten Auto yet. Aw. Not lucky with pond nettle though. Yeah, definitely not. That one's a gross one. Why are you even using this add-on? We can't count that high level of lucky. Exactly, Grinds, yes. Yes. And my luck is such a wild card, man, because there have been times that even on stream, well, only on stream, honestly, where I'll get something like back to back, and it's like, how? I didn't even have that many tries. How did... But then I don't see anything for weeks after that. It's like... It's very feast or famine with me. It's kind of insane. 7k cast for the goop till I gave up and bought it. Oof. Yep, you had more patience than I did. I don't blame you, Nadia. Thank you for the lurk, Lonesome. Good grief. Lonesome. Enjoy your day. Sold 800 frost rim tuna for 40k since Thursday. Nice. Congrats. What are those used for? I'm assuming cooking or something. Does extended transmog show sources for items, or do you look them up? I usually look them up. I think it shows sources. Probably. Let me find something I don't have. It kind of does. I have a lot. Let's look at something I don't. Ask a hard question here. It won't show sources if you already have it. Let's do not collected. Here we go. Some things it does, some things it doesn't. So, but I usually just look things up anyways. It kind of does. Like, it says these are from the trading post. It's more about just showing you the set as opposed to, like, where you can get it. So. Cooking for the raid peeps. Gotcha. That makes sense. Oh, stretchies. Fishing. Well, this is pretty here. That's why I chose Vol'dun, because, you know. My dwarven angler is in the Azure Span on Moonguard. Nice. Very nice. I don't do a lot of fishing, except for when I have to fish up like mounts and achievements. That's the only time I really do fishing. Otherwise, it's not really my favorite type of content, so I just do it when I have to. Ooh, stretch. Oh, I'm trying not to yawn, but it's happening already. I'm already getting bored. Killing me, man. Thanks for checking. I thought I was missing something. Nope, it's just for looking at sets mainly. Like, it kind of tells you where things are from, but it's not really what it's for. The moment you figure out you have so many alts that you forgot who was your cooking alt. Oh no! My main is my cooking one. He's my main cook, my main fisher. He's not my main archaeologist, but that's just because it needs to go with alchemy, and that's a different character. Was in a fishing RP guild, so it was nice casual play since the start of DF. Well, that's fun. That definitely sounds fun. Oops, there we go. Oh, there's seashells and sea stars.
RBL No Cause subscribed to your channel for 2 months.
Thanks for the resub, RBL. Super appreciate your continued support, because thanks to folks like you, I can keep working. So, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Slowly getting through this, and by slowly getting through this, I mean we're just racking up attempts. At 27,150. So far. And this one I know is accurate because I started fishing for this after I got rarity in BFA. So there's no, like, incorrect rarity data on this one like there is for some of my other stuff that I was getting. Because I didn't get rarity for a while. So I didn't know about it. But that's okay. No, I am definitely excited. Just in general. My mind blanked, so. I was just like, fishing. Sleepy. Impending sleepiness. Also been sitting in a pet battle queue for over an hour. 5-minute average wait time. An hour and 12 minutes so far. Because someone suggested that since my wait times are so awful, that means my MMR is way too high, which I knew that already. That's why I don't get into battles like ever. So they suggested if I manage to get into a fight, to throw the game to try to start bringing it back down, because it never resets ever, even between expansions apparently, which really sucks. So I'm gonna have to start doing that. Because it's disgusting, and they really need to fix it. It's made it not fun. And the next pet week thing isn't for a good few weeks, so. Which is usually when it's a little better. But alas. Alas. Anyone in chat with super high pet battle MMR so they can queue it? I would definitely appreciate it if you did, man. You'd get an easy win, that's for sure. I don't normally like throwing MMR, but like when it's gotten so high and it never goes down because it never ever resets like normal PvP, I physically cannot get into a pet battle anymore. And I'm like, dude, please, Blizzard, do something about this. That's insane. Everyone's like, oh, just do it during pet battle week. I'm like, it doesn't change it. Even during pet battle week, it's like slightly better. I'll sit in queue for like, an hour or two instead of like 6. It's kind of insane. Sadly, I am sad about MMR. That sounds like you need someone with actual skills. Well, honestly, like, it's not even a skill thing. It's just if you've won enough battles, I don't think it counts your losses. Because I have lost... Like, that's kind of the thing. I'm going to try it, but I don't think it counts your losses, because I have all the achievements except for, like, the major PvP pet battle achievements. But I have all the others, and I'm wondering, like, if that's what it's counting? I don't know. It's a hidden MMR, so you can't tell. I haven't done a single PvP pet battle. I definitely don't enjoy them. I just want them for the achievements. But alas, as you can see... Not really happening. Oh no, I'm out of water. That's not good. Alright, after this cast here, we're gonna take a short break. And I'm gonna fill up my water. 10,000 is such a ridiculous number though, isn't it? It's just insane. Alright, we're gonna take a short break. I won't be gone the full 10 minutes. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom, probably wash my face, and fill up my water. And I'll be right back, so. BRB, besties! There we go. I'm back. Much better. Went to the bathroom, washed my face to wake up a little bit. Refreshed my water. We are in good business. Okay, which means... You'll hydrate. It's good for you. Alright, let's see here. I just want a blood sale record to spawn. Oh no, I hope it does for you, Laura. I was scared to keep for PvP battles as if it matters. Well, luckily no one can even talk to you. That's the thing about PvP battles. You, oh.
Thozorith subscribed to your channel for 1 month.
There we go. I think the bot had to figure out how to speak. Thank you so much, Thozorith, for the the sub rather. Super appreciate your support. Because thanks to folks like you, I can keep working. But yeah, if you go into a PvP pet battle, you're like anonymous. It's something I really wish they did with regular PvP. But you can't even like target the other person. It's just the pet battle. It's not even the same like model. It's not you. They don't see you for you. So you can't message them. You can't do anything. So no one can harass you. It's hands off, completely safe. So that's kind of nice. Oh, let's see. I only do pet battles at the beginning of each month. I do the 15 for traders tendies. Yeah, I do that sometimes too, especially the world quest ones specifically, because it counts for quests, world quests, and the pet battle world quest, which is nice. Just got the Thundering Cobalt Cloud Serpent. Congrats, Mooks. That's awesome. Congratulations. Is there an issue with sizes? And wow, I logged into my main and she's not even tall enough to check the mailbox. No add-ons, toys, whatever. Whoa. Do you have a debuff on? I don't know. That's weird. You got one finally? Congrats, Laura. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm not sure, Ophi. That sounds crazy. Ah, I forgot to put lotion on my face. Shoot. Hold on a second. I gotta put the lotion on. After I wash my face, I forgot. Where's my lotion? Here it is. There we go. Face is lotioned. There we go, we're good now. It puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There, now we're in good business. Now we're good. I knew I was forgetting something. Shoot. Okay. Sup, Manny Crazy Gold. How you doing? Glad to have you here. Welcome back. Welcome to some fishing. How many mounts do I have? 892 it looks like. According to my total mount count up at the top here. So there you go. A lot. I mean, oh, fishing mounts. I have all the fishing mounts except... No, I have all the fishing mounts. I have to fish up this mount again because I need the achievement. I don't actually need the mount itself. I already have it. So, all of them. All of them, technically. I'm fishing this one for the achievement. Luckily it's sellable. Or maybe not luckily, because that's why I have it. Oh well. Slowly getting there. You want to move to a different area, Silver? After this one is done, my Tuskar Spear is done in 6 minutes. Change up scenery a bit for a bit. Cool. I love Vol'dun, trust me, but I gotta do something to keep myself from getting too bored, or I will start getting sleepy. Going and washing my face definitely helped. That's the problem with fishing. It makes me sleepy. Sleepy fishy. Oh, now my hair is tickling my ears again. There we go. Oh, fishing. Why you gotta be this way? I'm just waiting for Silver to get it too. Waiting to see that golden text popped up. Is like, Silver got the achievement. I'm waiting for it. I know it's gonna happen. And then I'll be like, fuck! And then you leave, like, bye. And I'm like, fuck! Happens every time, man. The mount looks better than I thought originally, so I'm not gonna complain I got it. It is gorgeous. I do love the cloud serpents. They're absolutely beautiful. It's too boring to just click. They need to add some kind of minigame to it. Well, if they do decide to add minigames to it, I want to get everything before they do that. Because if there's anything I hate more than this type of fishing, it's fishing minigames. I would not be pleased with that. I'm waiting to get me startled by Midnight Salmon Cheap, thinking I got the Great Sea, right? Oh, you don't have the Midnight Salmon one yet? Oh. Yeah, you might, because you've been getting some Midnight Salmon every once in a rare while. That's funny. Please no minigames. Right, I'm like, no, please. Like, the Stardew Valley one is the worst. I rage every time I have to do the frickin' fishing. Which is just the worst, because I like getting, like, the lava eel and, like, some of the rare stuff for, the fishing pools that you can get, like, the roe and caviar and all that out of. I like doing that. So I have to put myself through the torture. Kills me. Fish Me in the Moonlight is an achievement you just have to get because of the name. True, yes! Is that the... That must be the Midnight Salmon one. That's cute. I haven't looked at that one in a while. Been a while since I got that one. Yeah, in 3-ish minutes. 3 minutes and 8 seconds, we'll go somewhere else. Where do you want to fish next, Silver? It can be anywhere around the shores of the BFA zones. Dressfar? Okay. It can also include Mechagon if we wanted to go there, but not Najatar for some reason. So it's a sea fish, but not an actual ocean fish. It's just on the shores, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't want them to do it like Stardew, but something that makes it more engaging. Yeah, understandable. I feel like that was kind of their attempt with like the Tuskar spear fishing, which in theory is cool, but it's a little janky. So I'm not sure if that one panned out very well. Like it better than 14's fishing? What's 14's fishing like? I haven't fished in 14. You like the Tuskar fishing? See, I didn't. I hated it. I hated it so much. Oh well. I think I just don't like fishing. I think that's what it amounts to. No matter what they do to it, I'm probably not gonna like it. So my opinion is probably not valid on it then. I need to adjust myself. There we go. Probably, yeah. If that's the case, then yeah, I'll X-nay on the opinion A for those. Silver says, good grief, trying to catch those super rare fish. Awful. You have to throw fish back to mooch and keep doing that for some of the super hard ones. Gotta wait for a specific weather that only lasts for an hour, and sometimes that weather and condition for the super rare fish you're after. It can be like 5 a.m. and you have to work in the morning. Ah, it's one of those. Ew. Ew. Yeah. Well, normal, it's fine, but the rare stuff, nope. Well, I guess that's why it's rare. As most people would say, well, that's why it's hard to get. No. Professions of 14 are kind of like classes and have their own abilities and stuff. That's what I've heard, which is pretty cool. So that's pretty neat. I love 14's fishing, but the professions over there function totally different. Yeah, I think WoW's professions are a little, I don't know, understated. But every time they try to bring it up to make it more, like, useful, it just, I don't know. It's very hit or miss for some reason. My 14 main is a fisher, actually. Nice. That's fun. Oh, very cool. Boop. Nice. Oh. Is it 3 minutes up? Yep, excellent. There it goes. Alright, when you reel that in there, we'll move on to Dressfar. We're gonna go change our fishing spot so we can have a different scenery for a bit. And people didn't like how they did Legion Professions either, and same as now, it's very mixed. Yeah, it's very hit or miss. Very 50-50, I think. Like, I do like Legion's Professions over Dragonflight's Professions, but at the same time, I like the idea of getting skill ups and, like, leveling up respects for your professions. Like, I like the Dragonflight Professions in theory. But, I don't know, I feel like they're a bit of a pain to deal with. I think it's mostly getting the knowledge part that's been kind of irritating. Because it's very all over the place. Back to Borealis. I'm a multi-crafter in 14. At least I used to be. I love the professions, but I would never try to fill out the fishing log. It'd drive me insane. Completely understandable. Alright. Where would you like to go in Dressfar? I'll let you fly. I'll let you pick the spot. Anywhere along the shoreline. I'm gonna go get a change of view. DF it is so annoying you can't catch up on knowledge and you get so little and need so much. Yeah, same. Yeah, I've been doing it for quite a while now, and it's not something you can grind out. Like, having the base weeklies is nice, but it's like it's not enough. Like, I'm not asking to fill it out in a month. I don't expect to, but it's taking forever. And I play a lot on my main, so it's kind of insane. Now I need a schooner wreckage to spawn. Heck, oh no. The knowledge doesn't really matter unless you're trying to make money with it or make stuff for others. It's just for you or collection's sake. How many points you have doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's for me, it's for collection, because I want to fill them out completely and learn all the recipes. There's a lot of recipes that you, excuse me, only get via learning the different trees, which is mainly what I'm targeting first, before filling them out, which I do want them filled out completely, so, you know. My main inscription is almost done with the points, but I don't make anything for people. Yeah, I don't intend on crafting anything for people either. It's just for me. Just for collecting. Here we go. Yeah. Beautiful. That's a lovely horizon. Alright. We'll hang out here in... excuse me. Dressfar for a bit. Put the thing on that. Alright. And get comfy. Here we go. Changing scenery. Dressfar. Out into the ominous shores. Love that orange and blue. Quite lovely. I'm finishing Kalendor questing, and Wildcat questing is my least favorite probably. Really? Aw, that's a bummer. Totally understandable. A lot of people didn't really care for Kata questing. For me, it's in my top 5. It's definitely not top, but it's in my top 5. Alright, for everyone who still needs it, the summer bass is in season. Yeah, the summer bass. If y'all need to catch that, look it up. I don't know exactly where it spawns, but that one's around, so thank you, Silver. Happy to see how much questing has improved. It definitely has. Questing has improved a lot, like especially after I feel like WoD Plus, the design of the quests, not the story. I'm talking about the design of the quests themselves went way up. It really started feeling better, which is pretty nice. I also need to go through Pandaria for Lore Master. I just don't want to wait for remix. Will it count though? I don't know, to be honest. Like, I already have Lore Master for Pandaria, for example, and mine won't count for remix, unfortunately. But they should, but you know how Blizzard is. We'll find out, I guess. I haven't seen if anyone had confirmed that yet. Because the testing for it is already over, I think. They didn't test it very long. You heard that it could? Well, I hope so then, because that would be great for people. Kata was the big improvement. That's when they had complete zone campaigns of talking heads and all that stuff compared to other disjointed questing. Yeah, which is probably why I like Kata more over the older stuff like Wrath and BC especially. Because if you think about it, we don't have the classic quests anymore in retail. Really wish they would bring them back. Put it in for Chromie time as an option, please. But anyway, so BC and Wrath are the oldest stuff. So you really see a change in Kata for sure. And then Mop kind of did the same thing as Kata. And then the quest design itself really started to ramp up in WoD with more, I don't know, linear progression storytelling between each zone instead of being kind of all over the place. So, yeah. No tillers or anglers in Remix, though. Well, that's good. Thank goodness. I know a lot of people probably really liked it, but those are probably my least favorite things to do in WoW. I'm definitely going to be avoiding the reps as much as possible. I finished... let me back up. Might as well do it in Remix, though, first, if not. I just finished Lore Master earlier this year, and I'm like, oh great, just did that, right? I know. That's the part I'm not too thrilled about having to do again, but oh well. I'm a little worried ever since they removed the statement about adding character slots to the remix. Yeah, rip people who have a full 60 characters on your account. I don't know what they're gonna do, so. Also, I just went to go make some salsa and do all my prepping for making dinner tonight, and I'm glad to see that I haven't missed out on any of this titillating fishing content. Nope, we just changed sceneries a bit. We're in Dressfar now, so exciting, right? Glad there's no tillers or anglers in Remix. The friendship reps are too much. Still haven't finished them. And yeah, who likes farming reps twice or more than twice? I certainly don't. That's kind of one of the reasons I'm so miffed about it, is because I'm completely done with Pandaria, with the exception of like the raids and dungeons, you know, for loot and stuff out of those. Like if I wasn't completely done with it, I probably would be less miffed, but I'm like, I don't want to do that again. But that's just the way I am. I don't like redoing things, so I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I think they just aren't sure if it'll be set to launch by the time Remix comes out, but I think they're still planning on doing it. We'll see. They definitely removed the statement about it as well. They just kind of snuck that out of the announcement, so I was like, ooh. I guess we'll find out. Rip everyone who has a max account. We will find out what happens. Oh, fishing. Why you gotta do this to me? It doesn't like we're doing this, says the leveling tester extraordinaire. Well, those aren't for achievements either. And I wouldn't consider that redoing personally, and I never said I enjoyed it. Because that's for a leveling guide. So, That's different. I'm talking about doing Lore Master. I don't want to do Lore Master all over again. But I have to, because that's going to be required for some of the achievements. Same with scenarios, which I don't want to do again. I did not like the scenarios, but we got to do those again for the achievements, so here we go. That'd be how it do. Them's the rules. Wait, what did I miss? What isn't happening? Adding character slots for the, whatever you call it, remix that's coming. Which, can I just say, I liked Time Running Pandemonium better as a title. Remix just sounds kind of lame. Maybe that's just me, but I like Pandemonium more. Certain things I don't mind redoing after a certain amount of time, sort of like when I feel like rewatching something after it's been long enough. I did Panda stuff too recently, but oh well, I'm still excited because of the rewards. Yeah, I'm thrilled for the rewards, trust me. Those look awesome. I love the recolors. I like some of the newer stuff that was never put in game. That's really cool. What do you do? I know I'm just using... Okay. I was gonna say. I was like, hey. I bet someone in PR made the bonus character slots statement because hype, and when the guys in engineering saw, that gave them the old side eye and quick email about how hard that would be. Aw, probably. Hope I can still get Tuscan Manor off the remix. You probably can. I think they said that all the raid loot's the same. So... I imagine so. Remix totally makes sense as a name for something they intend to continue doing. Oh, for sure. Like... the name definitely makes sense. I just liked Pandemonium more. Because that is something, like, speaking of something they intend to continue doing, you get to, like, after your character, like, when the event is over, you get to keep your characters, right? All the bronze you've collected, apparently you keep. Don't get your hopes up. But that implies that we'll be able to use again in the future. Now, we say that, but I still have a lot of pre-patch currencies from ages past that are just sitting there in my bank with no use, but that's a thing. I would like them to... I'm not excited for the Pandaria remix. It's just because I don't like Pandaria. The remix idea seems cool, and if it was a Legion remix, I'd probably shit myself with excitement. So, just saying. So... putting that in that context. Hope that makes sense. I liked Pandemonium, that is why I've renamed it Pandaland 2.0. In protest, Evil Giggle, yes. Casually adding in vanilla remix and keeping those zones at the end. Wouldn't that be nice? That'd be cool. I'd do it. That'd be a great way to bring in old classic. At least I have a good excuse of burning through all the quests and stuff because I did do it recently. It's still pretty fresh in my mind. Yeah, Sam, it's not new content. Like, the zones and quests and things aren't new, so I won't be reading any of it. Assuming all of our add-ons still work, since it's still the same game mode / client, if you will, I'm going to be whizzing through everything, not reading. Hello, Tix. It's going great. How are you? Welcome. Just doing some fishing. Same, I'm so tired for farming that dude weekly. Yes. I recently done Panda Lore Master, but looking forward to doing it again and to see raids where actual players be doing it will be cool. That is true. For the folks that like haven't actually done MOP when it was current and are looking forward to it, I hope you all enjoy it. I did it both current and after the fact. Definitely not my top 5, that's for sure. I think they're going to continue on doing remix. It already seems too popular / positive of an event to not do again with VoD and so on. Agreed. I hope so. All the add-ons that I was messing with worked in the remix PTR. Good. Good. I want my turn-in questy stuff. Thank you very much. Makes me wonder if they're going to do Classic MOP, though. Yeah, I was wondering that, too. That had crossed my mind as well, because they're doing Classic Kata, and people have been drawing the comparisons to Sod, which will always be my mind Sanctum of Domination. It's not, I mean it is, but Season of Discovery. They've been saying it feels similar, I guess. I haven't played Season of Discovery because I wasn't interested, but since this is supposedly a Season of Discovery somewhat current retail version, and it is actually attached to this client, I'm gonna do it. So we'll see how it pans out. Because the idea of the remix part, that is exciting. I like that idea. And as Witch Hobbit or someone had said earlier, it's a currency grind too. I like currency grinds versus just straight RNG. There is a little bit of RNG. Like there are some world drops and stuff that apparently you can't buy. But people were saying on the PTR testing, it didn't feel like it was gross with their drop rates. Which I would hope so, considering it's a limited time event. But, you know. So I'd be cool with that. Let's see. Mop was my third favorite in all expansions. Nothing beats WoD in my eyes, but SL were close. Yeah, Mop is my least favorite. Right down there with poor old BC and Wrath. But, you know. Sod is good. I didn't play much, but it's really fun. That's what I've been hearing. I like the ideas floating around with it. So that's cool. I thought they were doing classic Kata with 1 year timeline to get to classic Mop faster. But with Remix, it feels like a lot less people would be interested in classic Mop. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how they do. It's kind of interesting. Finally, Darkshore was nice to me, and I got loads of missing stuff hunting ages. And today, Gorespine finally. Congrats. That's awesome. Oh, I need to put my thing back down. Doot. Put it over there so it's a little more out of the way. There. Alright. I've been in a pet battle queue for 1 hour and 46 minutes. That's insane. Oh, I need to put the new Bobber toys back on. I say new, but they're not. Oh, not Blingtron. Gosh darn it. Now there's Blingtron in my way. Rats. Feature fun into the water. Sorry, Silver. There. I guess Blingtron's just gonna sit over my shoulder now. Whoopsie. If anything, with enough complaints too, they will fix the they'll buff the bronze rate. They'll do an anima fix or something. Yeah, I heard the bronze rate wasn't like terrible. People weren't saying it was gross. He's my corrupted robot whispering in my ear. Yes. Yeah, so I've been hearing pretty positive things about the drop rate of the bronze, so that's good. Scoot that over a tiny bit.
Floatinging followed your channel.
Thank you so much for the follow, Floatinging. Glad to have you here and hope you're enjoying your stay. Welcome. People hate WoD, don't know why quests in WoD were great, but then again, I was a baby in WoD, started at the end of the expansion, didn't even have enough time to finish Legendary Ring quests. Ah. Yeah, I wish they didn't remove the Mop and WoD Legendaries, that's still lame to me. But I enjoyed WoD as well, and I was there from the start. Like, there was a lot of issues with it for sure, but I enjoyed it. Love WoD, but my opinion of it is after it was current. And most of my opinions, Mop plus my opinions are for when they were current. Before that, I don't know if I would qualify as current, because yes, I played it current, but I didn't stick around, so, you know. I have not know that pull. What is that? It is the Underlight Angler from Legion. It is a Legion fishing artifact weapon. Feels like Blizz is stepping on their own toes with all this stuff. A lot of new big D4 stuff coming out. Season 4 retail, Cat for Classic, and soon to be remix. It's just so much to do. I know, right? It's so much all at once. I think we're drowning. Oh well. What do you do? Does it have to be through the queue system for pet battles? I don't recall. For the achievements? Yes. It has to be through the queue system. I tried to do open world PvP pet battles, and it doesn't count. It did not count. So, has to be through the queued system. It sucks. Well, people complained there wasn't a lot to do, so Blizzard said, here, take it all. It's true, I did, yeah. And put a time limit on it to make you really feel like doing it. You're not wrong. What I heard for bronze, you have somewhere between 20 and 40k by the time you finish leveling, and then once you hit max level, it ramps up. Yeah, that's good. That's definitely good. That's what we get for people complaining. Right. Still wrong elemental storm. Oh well, check another 3 hours. Aw, you'll get there eventually, Big Fire. Eventually. Wait, so if we queue, we'll probably get you then? Maybe. It's very possible. Please do. Lucky I have to set foot into Legion, but honestly, have shivers with that expansion. Happy to say not played any. Really? That's a bummer. That's my absolute favorite expansion. Too horror stuff to me, and this demon stuff is boring. That's a bummer. Yeah, Legion is my absolute top favorite expansion. Top number 1 by a long shot. Love all of it. It was also the only expansion where I enjoyed the main campaign questline, the actual A-plot. So, I don't have that for any other expansion. Meanwhile, collectors and achievement farmers are like, dear God, please give me downtime so I can catch up on stuff. Right? Say yes. That's too much. Blingtron, can you leave, please? You are major in the way. My friend was waiting for one storm in planes. Finally got it. She's done for that meta. Nice. Congrats. I lost my fishing partner. She went way down there. Oh well. I don't want to join you down there because then we don't have any view of the rock. In fact, I'd like to back up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I don't think it's an issue to have a gap of content at the end of an expect for the next one. It just kind of makes sense. Same with Hobbit. Agreed. Agreed. At least a few months, please. Like, I get past expansions, content droughts were too long. Like, Mop had a record of like 14 months or whatever it was, which is just insane. That's literally half the expansion, by the way. But still. At least a season. At least summer or something. Give people a chance to catch up. I don't think it's an issue to have a gap in content with the end of an X-Pack for the next one. Oh, I read that. Reckon I forgot my poll? Looks like I still have it. I'm wearing it. I love Shadowlands and BFA for that reason. Got so many mounts, right? It's gonna be a really, really, really short. Blizzard is insane. Tell me about it, R1. I'm already pulling my hair out trying to keep up. And I'm like, dude, I'm a streamer. I do this, you know, for a side project. I can't imagine people who work every single day can't play very much. And they just, yeah. Well, plus, we will have whatever new pre-patch event they make. So many things. Yeah. Yeah, and pre-patch is on the horizon, too. That's true. Okay, it's covered by the squid. Oh, yeah, I have it. It's here. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. I had it on the right side because Silver was sitting on my left, but she went down to the water, so... That's me. I gave up a long time ago. It's what I get what I get. Aw, I'm sorry, Betties. Well, as long as you're enjoying it, at least. For me, WoW is my one game where I collect, like, everything. I don't really do that with any other game anymore. Like Final Fantasy, the few times I play it, not gonna be collecting everything. Elder Scrolls, when I play that every once in a rare while, not gonna collect everything. In terms of ESO, like online, I definitely collected everything in the single player games. But, you know. Wait, Mop also had a huge content gap like that. Well, that's funny considering how many people are calling it the best X-Pack ever right now. See? Right? Thank you. I was saying it's an issue to think it is, just pointing out the hypocrisy. Yeah, agreed. Like, I don't, like, it was too long for sure. But, yeah. I know. The same excuses people are saying that other X-Packs are bad, Mop had it too. Which is why I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. So on my way to Renault 20 in Blunderstorm. Anyone else struggling? Oh, Renown, gotcha. I'm sorry, Tix. You'll get there though. After reset, they're doubling XP, not XP. Rep is a double rep buff, so that'll be good. Does anyone know how the patterns to craft tier 3 work? Does the character that's going to buy the pattern need to have the achievement, or do you just need it on your account? You need the... I've been told you need the achievement on your account. I don't know that it is character specific, but I told it was just an account thing. Can't confirm though, I don't have it, so. One thing that really helped him up were the classes were very fun to play during that expansion. That's what I've been told. I wasn't playing long enough before it to really, like, have a comparison. I played Paladin, Druid. I didn't play a lot. I didn't play a lot of different classes, I mean. I didn't even have a Hunter. Didn't have a Warlock. And that's when I made my... No, I made my Warrior in WoD. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of characters. No, I had my Warrior, because it was a Blood Elf Warrior. Yeah. People say mobs content drought was too long, but I saw it was just long enough for me to get all the heirlooms for Garage. Right? It was definitely a long one, but yeah, it's kind of funny. Langtron, you really need to leave. Leave. How do I... You just sit there, alright? Alright. It's fine, I guess. No, I got renown to 40 the first week. I had time to farm it, but I was also having fun, and it was very easy to requeue very quickly. Yeah, Yeah, it didn't take... It was not a fun grind, but it wasn't too terrible since I did it in duos, so had a friend to suffer with. And we made it a grand old time. We even actually took some RP experience out of it, because it didn't... I like the concept of Plunderstorm. It's literally just the PvP part I didn't like. The actual storm and the plunder grinding, that was fun. My record run is landing, and in 2 seconds killed by level 5. Aw, I'm sorry. Like the Arcane Mage, Nether Tempest, Dot you could put on as many targets as you wanted, not just one, and did insane damage. Well done on cleave fights. Oh, that's awesome. That would be nice. Yeah, because Nether Tempest is kind of lame now. I never take that talent. My rogue had T3 from vanilla, and I was able to get the pattern on alts when it came out. Awesome. Good to know. Thank you, Arendt. Thank you for confirming. What are we fishing for? The Great Sea Ray. I'm up to 27,299 attempts. 27,300 attempts. It just keeps going. And Disc Priest in Mop had insane absorbs. The Spirit Shell was such a cool ability. Oh, that's awesome. 809 attempts for silver. We're racking up them tries. I think it was great levels 1 through 6. By then the world was too empty and you either... Oh.
EWW. 18 months. Tia when subscribed to your channel for 18 months.
Ew, 18 months indeed. Thank you for the resub, Tier 1. Super appreciate your still continued support even after 18 months. Super appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Because thanks to you and folks like you, I can keep working. So thank you so much. Let's see. Float said, I think it was great levels 1 through 6. By then the world was too empty and you either needed to run to a fight or a storm to die or engage in PvP. Yeah, I feel that. Arcane Dot, I didn't know what I lost. Yeah, I heard Arcane used to be pretty cool. I liked Legion Arcane, but I liked all the classes. Like my top classes for me, because I didn't really experience all the classes in MoP, was Legion. Legion was my top tier for all my classes. I actually played all the classes at that point. I just like PvP, but the PvP ones were under 10 people left, was actually pretty fun. Well, that's good. You're at 17,732 so far. Not too far behind me then. Do you miss aspects of Holy and Mop? Yeah, I do miss Prot Mop. I liked, I mean, Prot now for Paladin is really good, but I missed a lot of the glyphs and stuff, I think is what really made them. Because we don't have glyphs anymore. Because the glyphs we have now are just cosmetic. I miss the glyph system a lot. I liked it. My favorite. I don't remember even remember what it did. It was just Alabaster Shield. I loved that. Whatever it did to my prot, I loved it. I want tank demo lock back. Ah, yeah. The issue is that the middle part was so boring. That is true. I'm sorry, how many? Currently, 27,309 attempts for the Great Sea Ray. According to my not ATT. My, whatever it's called. Rarity. There we go. Thank you. Awesome. I'm hoping to eventually buy T3 from the BMAH. Yeah. I'm not doing the T3 stuff anytime soon. I got everything else out of those raids needed for the other vendor stuff, but eventually I'll do the T3 stuff on my own, because I do want to collect all the patterns. But I'm not going to bother with it yet. Someone's playing with the kitties. Played a little Ponder. I didn't much care for it, but found it palpable when I farmed and just ran from players. And I PvP. I just didn't want to in Plunder. Understandable. Yeah, when Silver and I treated it like PvE, that's when it became really fun. Like, I did enjoy that part of it. So. The patience on this girl. Hey. That's the only way I get anywhere in life. Persistence. I'm painfully impatient while doing so. But I am persistent. So. That's the difference. That's a cute mug badge. Oh, well thank you, Witch Hobbit. Isn't it? Yeah, I added new badges and stuff, so there's newer ones for the longer I've been going on now. Ew. Boo, terrible content. Only 11:10 unsub. Aww. Goodbye, tier 1, you'll be missed. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I would miss you, but you know. Glyphs were good, but you had some that did so much they were mandatory, like penance for moving, while moving, for example. I actually prefer the visual glyphs we have now. Wish there were more, though. Yeah, understandable. I couldn't entirely do metas or glyph, like, I don't know, mandatory stuff. Because I was learning everything on my own. I had no one to teach me how to do it, because the one person I raided with, she didn't tell me jack diddly about how it all functioned. I had to look it up, so, you know. Glyph of the Alabaster Shield, your successful blocks increase the damage of your next Shield of Righteous by 3%, stacks up to 3 times. Nice. Yeah, it probably worked good with something else. So, you know. Tier 1, what are you doing? Do I need to put you in timeout? You're oohing at me. No, you're fine. Hate to say it, but I have the mount. Didn't even know because I didn't fish. Don't hate me. Oh, you're fine. I have the mount too. It's the achievement that I need. Because you have to fish it yourself for the achievement, even though you can buy the mount off the auction house. So I don't even need the mount. I just need it for the achievement. That's the sucky part. Hey, just let me buy. What mount is this? The Great Sea Ray from BFA. Me, I'm doing nothing. That's my evil twin. Bugged then, since you have 27k attempts. Nope, you can still get it. Other people have confirmed.
I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
Uh-oh. Somebody let tier 1 have the stickers. No, I just have bad luck. Trust me. Trust me, I am really a fan. This is normal for me. This is normal for me. My friends can confirm. This is normal for me. See, evil, not me. Sure. I'll believe you. Squint. There we go. The start of BFA, when it was really high drop trance, I got something like 8 of them while fishing, so it was possible to get multiples. Yeah, because the mount is sellable. That's why it was so cheap back at the start of BFA, which is when I bought it. Can confirm I have to give her things, and then I'll turn around and get it next week. Yep! Silver can confirm. Oh! Oh! See, I told you it could drop again. I just got it. Oh! Oh, I got it. Oh! After 27,328 attempts. Oh, yeah! Or make me a liar. No, you're fine. It's the stream. I feel like WoW tries to avoid streaming luck just by never giving anything on stream. Oh, yay! Thank you, everybody. Oh. Now I get 100k gold too. I can, true, because I can sell them out. That'll be nice. I'll need that for future carries for stuff. Nice. All right, Silver. Would you like to keep fishing, or would you like to do follower dungeons now? Your call. Since I know you don't have nearly as many tries as I do. Streamer luck. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you'll keep going? Okay. Well then I will pop out of that and put my gear back on and do some on my own. Alright, we can change gears now. So let me change the title, because we got the achievement. Yay. And follower dungeon loot grind. Bam. Congrats, I am free for now. I am indeed. You complain about my stickers, yet they brought you luck. I'll make you a deal. I'll buy it for 50k right now. No, that's okay. I'll take the 100k. Sorry. There we go. I need the gold. I need it for carries and stuff. Silver and I, because we share gold, so. Alright, so that's done. Very nice, very nice. Okay, then let's queue. For all our dungeons specifically, I want to do... Oh, where is it at? Latte Offensive. That one. Alright. We're gonna do Latte Offensive on a repeat. So I can have a chance at the Breath of Inara. Can change the title to Catching the Ray was easy. Yeah, sure. Alright. Let's see, where is Captain Garrick? She's up here. Wait, Garrick, wait. Oops. That's okay. Okay. Actually, let me mark her with X. That makes more sense. Alright. Meet outside Nakuden Hold. Okay. Which one's Nakuden Hold? Oh, now she says it. Ride to the winds of Inara's fury. Wait. You dragon ride to Granth. Okay. Or on your map, or use the Flight Master to Battle of Spears. There we go. Battle of Spears. Okay. I'll just take the flight point so I don't get lost. Anyway, we're gonna change it now. We're doing some follower dungeons now. Let's see. I need professions. Nope, not professions. I need regular. There it is. Templar Strike. There. I'm free of fishing for a little while. Thank goodness. They follow you wherever you go. You just have to do 3 bosses for the other one. I don't know these very well, so I'm gonna let them lead me a few times. Because I don't do dungeons, like, ever anymore. So I'm just gonna let her do her thing. Oh yeah, I gotta change. I gotta put Hold on. Interface. Everything back on. There we go. So, until I get a little more familiar with this dungeon, I'm just gonna let Garrick lead me around. Alright, make sure I put my actual ring on. That would be helpful. There we go. Cool. They will literally follow. Yeah, I know they will. I've done these before, but I don't know where I'm going. So, that's why I'm doing the follower dungeons. I like the follower dungeons so much more. Same. I'm so glad to have these. It's just so much nicer. NPCs, please. Alright. It's nice to mindlessly follow an NPC around a little bit. Very cool. It's funny how they behave when doing shortcuts and skips. Yeah, they get a little funny. Like, I kind of compare them to Roombas. Because Garrett gets a little Roomba-y. She'll, like, skim across walls and stuff and kind of bump into things. It's kind of funny. I appreciate it. Alright. Lead the way, Garrick. I have no idea how this dungeon works. See, I would have gone straight to the boss, but I guess you can't pull him right off the bat. I don't know. Here we go. Why is it nighttime in here? That's weird. Alrighty. So yeah, y'all kick back, relax, change of pace. We're gonna do some follower dungeons for a while. We'll do Nakud on repeat. Because I have one Breath of Inara, I just need 2 more. Here he is. And then I can finally finish that little quest chain for the mount. So I have everything else. All the other requirements for the Inara mount, but not the breaths. I have 1 of 3. And I wish there was a faster way to go right to the end, but alas, I guess it wouldn't be a grind if that were the case, would it? Nice. Yay, we did it! Alright, Garrick, where are we headed next? What's the next one? This place is so pretty. Visually, they always do a really good job. Gonna tell me where to go, Garrett? Oh, she already said it. It was Meredy that says, okay, Dragon Ride to Raging Tempest or a Flight Master to Inari. Okay, so do we just go in a square? Looks like it. Okay. Good to know. I've only been in here a couple times, so I'm not super familiar with it yet. Excellent. Beautiful. I like that they put these flight points in here, because it didn't have this back when I did it. So this is kind of nice. Helps guide you a little bit. Greetings, Trekker Mom. How you doing? Welcome. Glad to have you here. How are you? But yeah, with that achievement, it also put me exactly at 40,100 achievement points. So that's cool. Nice even number. Let's see. Professions. Yeah, I technically, quote unquote, don't have any more fishing professions, but I do. They're just listed under reputation. It's the Lunkers Everywhere one and the Best in Slot stuff. Doing those together. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. It's a long flight point. They definitely could have made this a little faster. Okay. We just fly to that one, take out the dudes, fly to this one. Take out those dudes, it looks like. Okay, okay. I think I get it. So that's handy. Alright, alright. I think I get it. Beautiful. I'm so glad they put these. I really hope they add more follower dungeons. I want them to do follower dungeons for the other expansions and also for like Chromie time. Being able to use them for Chromie time would be nice because like I wouldn't spam them for leveling per se, but they would be really nice to do because you know you usually get like a dungeon quest at the end of a zone or even in the middle of the zone sometimes. And those dungeon quests give a crap ton of XP, especially the Legion ones. Being able to just pop in real quick, do this with the follower dungeon, and then being on your merry way after that instead of waiting in queue for half a century would be really nice. Doing well, hope you are. I'm doing fantabulous. Thank you for asking. Doing great. Here we go. Where's she at? I'm out here solo farming, 3 people on the enemy team, and the rest of my team can't pull it together. I just can't with random BGs today. Aw. I'm sorry. That's a bummer. Yeah, that's something else I have to do. The last rep in the game I technically need on my main here is the Sliverwing Sentinels. Oh, but BGs are so painful for me. That one's like Warsong Gulch, I think. I don't quite remember, but yeah. So, you know. Alright. Now we can do the boss. Nice. Excellente. Boss time. Okay. I love the new elemental models. They look so great. Like, look at this guy. I want this dude as a mount. He's cool. Love his armor. Cool looking. Very cool looking. Oh, the healer died! That's kind of the bad thing about the NPCs is you can't B-res them and you can't regular res them either. So like I would totally B-res the healer, but I can't because it's an NPC. Catchin talking about mounting dudes. Yes, you know what I mean. Is there a Warsong Gulch BG event that is like there is like for some others? I believe so, yes. Which is the one I was going to farm. I just hadn't gotten around to like researching it too much yet because I'm just not in the mood. But I believe there was. I just don't remember which one. No, nothing. I'm innocent. Uh-oh, my coffee went through me. Nice thing is you can tell these guys to wait. I will be right back. I need to take a quick potty break. Okay, I'm back. When I did follower dungeons on the Warlock, no matter how I toggled that button, I had to pull or they would just wait. Really? Interesting. I have not had that, but I haven't done them like a lot either. Unless you came in as a tank. If you queued as a tank, that would definitely be it. Because it depends on your role, too. Okay, Dragon Ride to Tira and Maruk on your map, or use the Flight Master and go to Tirakai. So I can just fly there. Tirakai. I'm not super familiar with it, though. I'll go ahead and take the... Oh, I see. Wish these were on the greater map. So it's next to the... that. Okay. Miso anti-PvP. That is talent that is extreme. Understandable. Meow to you too, Tier 1. Okay. Excellent. We are here. Lead the way. Oh, I can see a mirror just from here. That's pretty. Look at that. That's lovely. These zones are so pretty. Okay, so what do we gotta kill here? These guys? Looks like it. I can do that. Alright, alright. Beautiful, beautiful. Oops, sorry. Brushed you guys. Smacked the mic. You all got petted. Very nice. Alright, I assume that means we're going to that one next. Looks like it. Oh, and we're pulling a bird. Okay. I think we liked it. What, liked what? The follower dungeons? Yeah, I've definitely enjoyed the follower dungeons. Whoops. Good gosh. Oh, you're talking about being petted. As I hooked it again. Getting petted. Gotcha. Oh, I like how the druid stayed mounted until he had to heal. Yeah, the healer, I've noticed, isn't very smart. But that's a lot of the times like that with their healer AIs. So it's a little odd. I've noticed that as well. It's bad I just wanted to buy any and all world drop stuff I can. That's not bad at all. I did that myself for as much as I could. I don't blame you. Especially a lot of the older stuff. These new dungeons are getting way too complex. In this dungeon specifically, there are some pulls that have more mechanics and deadly things you need to know than all of the Legion M+ dungeons. Really? Interesting. Yeah, I've not done them very much. Actually, I think I know I've done the Dragonflight dungeons the least out of any expansion. Because even Shadowlands, I still did them off and on for various things that I needed. But I haven't really done that with Dragonflight. These 10k world drop pets, why? Probably because they're super low. Is it like the Azure Whelp and stuff like that? Those got some low drop rates. They work with the data present. Healing needs future thinking a lot of times. Yeah, exactly. It's a very, it's not just a responsive role. You have to really kind of prepare for things, which the AI obviously can't really handle. Yeah, the whelps and stuff. Yeah, those have an insanely low drop rate. I ended up buying a lot of them too, because no matter how much I farmed, they wouldn't drop. So, yeah. So they destined to suck. Aw. I find it funny. I think they do some oddly human type things. I put down rocks on my lock, and the DPS both took some. Like, what? What are you taking those for? If you dance, why do they also dance? Slightly creepy. Yeah, they've got an interesting mix between that. I've noticed that as well. Like when I was doing this on my mage, I put down food. So it's kind of the same thing as the lock rocks. And they took the food, the conjured food, so that was kind of interesting. Here we go. Which is funny because they have a mage. I don't know. That's okay. Alright. Mute is my... Oh, sorry. I forgot I muted myself in Discord too because I went to the bathroom. Sorry, love. It's unmuted now. You can hear the dulcet tones of my rambling. You say lock rocks, I say magic candy. Yes! Pixie sticks. I was like, she's taking a really long time. Do I need to entertain the masses for her? Oh, you must not have stream open. I gotcha. No, I've been back for a while. I'm sorry. Hey, you got Fish Me in the Moonlight. Congrats. Congrats, Reno. No, I do, but I only have one monitor. Ah, gotcha. No, you're fine. And before the follower dungeons are run by like some mass office of people in India or the Philippines, and they're tricking you to doing content with people pretending to be AI. Oh, jeez, could you imagine? If that's the case, what? Then they need new AI people or something. Not for follower dungeons, but for like the other instances where they've used AI like that. Because I think the first time we really saw like a somewhat AI ran NPC set in terms of scenario type stuff would have been the mop. What are those called? Not the challenge dungeons. Balls. What are they called? I'm going blank. Proving grounds. I had to think. Proving grounds. And let me tell you, that healer is an idiot. I cannot stand the Proving Grounds NPC. She doesn't heal herself half the time. She just stands there. She won't move. She freaks out if fire gets put down on her, but she won't move out of it. And she pulls constantly. So she, like, constantly pulls aggro. And I'm like, lady! Lady! It drives me crazy. Oh well. Hello, Legendarism. How you doing? Glad to have you here. Welcome to some follower dungeons. We did fishing earlier. Actually managed to get the fishing achievement that I was looking for, so that's done. Yeah. So we're good. We are good. Alright. Where are we headed? You can either Dragon Ride to Bakar Khan or use Flight Master to go to Nakud Approach. Is that up there? Balakar Khan, okay. Oh, you're running back to the flight point, that's what you're doing. Okay. I will meet her over there. Actually, let me get to the flight point and see where the flight point puts you. The easy way to gauge. That is over... Okay, so it's over here. At that little hut. Okay. Ah. I'm not super familiar with the order of this dungeon yet, so... Proving Grounds, calling them AI is an insult to intelligence. Right? It's artificial something, but I don't know about intelligent. The IA... Let's see. Let's land here. Okay. The island expeditions were the first real AI, I think, and I remember them saying they had to tune down how smart they were because they were beating all the devs during testing. I heard that. I remember that. That was so funny. They had to dumb them down a bit. I was like, oh snap. I'm glad they did because that would have... Oh. But yeah, I agree on the Proving Ground one's one. It's just, that's like the earliest one I can think of as what would be considered quote-unquote AI. It's definitely artificial. And definitely not intelligent. That's for sure. The AU, we'll call it AU. Artificial unintelligent. Pet AI used to annoy me a lot more than it does now. Still don't like when everyone does giant pets are in the way, like mounts. Yeah, they've gotten better about the pet AI over the years because they used to really irritate me. So, right there with you. I feel like you can skip so much trash by flying, but I don't know what you do and don't need to pull. I'm just following Garrick. There we go. Nice. Because unfortunately, I have to do these dungeons for manuscripts, the ring. I think the ring comes from here. And because I need the last ring for one of the Tuskar mounts, and then the Breath of Inara for that. So there's multiple things I need because I want to get those finished, if possible. Oh yeah, the skip is to go to the left part in this area. Okay, that's like around over there, right? I've done this a couple times where people did that, but I haven't done it enough to like know. What is that healer doing? I don't think she knows. There's a skip in this dungeon at the end, but it's hard to describe where you have to fly because it's a very specific spot, but it skips all the trash you're killing now. Okay. Well, I won't worry about it too much then. It's not a big deal. These aren't hard. They die pretty quick. I'm here to chillax and see if I can get some loot. I don't really want to think about it. See, I try to have small pets. I want them to be unseen because everybody turns off nameplates for pets. And what is killing me? And WoW is very real. Yes. Well then, surely you have the toads you can get from Tanan Jungle, right? The ones that stay toad-sized. Have you seen those? They're practically invisible. It's hilarious. Just did a magnificent as usual Blunderstorm, plus 32 rep. Almost lived for a minute. Nice! Congrats, Tix! You're getting there slowly. Come on, Garrick. Akarkon. Can we just go straight to it, I wonder? Oh well. Hard to say. Oh, look out for that. Nice. Let's go, Garrick. Come on. All right. Okay, let's see here. You ever want to be an ass in your melee groups to get Cloud Serpent pets? I forget if it's Bees Cleave what the actual ability is, but it's a very graphically noisy ability and covers up a lot of their screen animation. It's funny you say that because I do have Cloud Serpent pets on my panda. They are. That is very true. They are very in the way. They're cute though. How Starlink behaves? Like, are you asking how my internet is? It's going great. I haven't really had any issues with it. Yeah, I do know that one. I actually need one. I got a rodent with Mortal Strike and literally never tamed another pet. Need to work on big pets big time. Gotcha. Yeah, the teeny, they're so small. Like, you don't realize how small they are until you catch it, and then you're like, wait, this is a hunter pet? This is just a frog. Like a tiny actual frog. How do you feel about the too much elf content discourse? I think it's dumb. Next question. Because you can say that about anything. I feel like people that say too much elf or too much orc or too much anything, they just have WoW. Overall, too much WoW content. How about them apples? After reset ticks, you'll get double rep from Thunderstorm, so you get 64 then. Correct, Demonia. Yes, you'll get a rep buff here soon. That's nice. Blah. All I got was a training matrix. Yeah. Yeah, because that was the last, wasn't it? That was it for... Yep. Okay. There's no way to go straight to Balakar Khan, is there? That's unfortunate. Well, I'll just requeue. Let me know if you ever want to join me, Silver. Yes, can't please everyone. Exactly. I didn't even know about it. I got a couple Astral Cloud Serpents to match the Astral Serpent when I got back in BFA and never thought about it. When I was playing... Whoops. Wrong button. There we go. When I was playing my Hunter a lot this season... Marker. People started yelling at me, really? That's kind of funny, though. It can't be as bad as frickin'... Oh, no, I'm not gonna take that. I know where it is now. It can't be as bad. What's that mount? Or, not mount. The T-Rex looking thing that's like Undasta, but it's from, the Siege of Orgrimmar raid. Can't be as bad as that. That thing was frustrating. That thing is so loud. And in the way, and stomps everywhere. And I'm like, good grief. Yeah, so I only need 2,000 matches now. Nice, you're getting there. Yeah, I'm so glad I took Plunderstorm slow now. Less grind for me. Good. I'm glad I grounded out in the first few days because I haven't had to worry about it. So, definitely glad about that. They do not have the idea how stubborn and consistent I could be. Yeah, for sure. Hate Plunderstorm. I just want the rewards to never touch it again. Completely understandable. Well, it may be harder since only those who love it may still play it right now. That was pretty much my thoughts because I knew people doing what I was doing would be done pretty quickly. And so we didn't have nearly as many problems as people are now because now most of the people who want to engage in the PvP stuff are left. And the PvEers have kind of disappeared, so yeah. There's a hunter in my guild who has a couple of bee pets. One is named Boo, and the other Bees. Okay, that's smart. That's actually I like that. I won't lie. That's pretty good. That's funny. Bro, the combos people use in Plunderstorm are insane. I just 3 ability combo to get one shot almost instantly. Oh no. I feel like it was getting harder the more I played after 40 with my partner, but we may have been getting MMR games, I don't know. Yeah, that's possible too. I know they had to add it in an MMR. Which is unfortunate. I kind of liked the free-for-all, unrated, just wild nature of it, but, you know, it is what it is. I don't know, there's a bunch who are still slowly chipping away because they couldn't face grinding it out in a big chunk. That is definitely true. My hunter friend's bee pet is called Beyonce. That's a good one. That's a good one. There we go. Alright. Get rid of these. Nice. Where'd my water go? Here it is. Named mine Taylor Bees. I don't remember what I named. I think I just called mine Bumbles. I think mine was just called Bumbles. I just have one on one of my characters. Taylor Bees, that's cute. So things they made would say made by bees. That's adorable. That's such a fun thing. I love that. Made by bees. Who made it? Bees. Just bees. Basically, it's an oversized and dumbed down Gurabashi arena event. Kinda. I'd say it's definitely more than that, but WoW is based on D&D, which is loosely based on Tolkien. People playing WoW and saying too much elf, dwarf, orc, dead, dragon, whatever, are trolling themselves by being uninformed of the universe they have joined. That's pretty much how I feel about it, in a more eloquent way of putting it, R1. Because yeah, elves, orcs, dwarves, all that, like, I get it. I'm totally with the folks who say they want more of the other races in the limelight. I do agree. However, that's also just kind of the genre. Elves, dwarves, all that stuff, that's fantasy. That's like the main gimmick, if you will. Right. And the next spot is right there. Okay. Slowly getting this learned. So, yeah. Elves have been the biggest fantasy main content for ever. Yep. Even in old mythology. Classic was, and only cause the game created by massive D&D nerds. Absolutely, yeah. But, do I agree that we need more beast races and more mixed races? Yes, absolutely. I would kill for playable Arakoa and Satyr. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Also, it's not Tolkien, it's more like Norse myths. That's true. That too. It's a good combination of all of it. It's definitely heavily Tolkien-based, which is because of D&D, but, you know. Can't think fantasy without thinking Tolkien. Warcraft was actually originally started as a proof-of-concept Warhammer game that was turned down, so then they took what they had and made the first Warcraft game with that. That's right, I heard about that. It's kind of interesting that it could have been Warhammer. I guess that's where they World of Warcraft and Doom Hammer came from. Interesting. Naga and Sethrak, please and thank you. Right? Arakoa, I want... There's a lot of playable beast races like that I want. Naga, Sethrak, Arakoa, Satyrs. Yes, please. Like, do I have complaints about those not being playable? Yes. But I'm not gonna go around, like, saying we have race fatigue, necessarily. I don't know. Halflings or hobbits. Yes. Litty bitty hobbies. WoW was a lot of unique races. I just wish more were playable, honestly. I really do. Tuskar, please. Yes, a lot of people have been asking for Tuskar. They definitely are a crowd pleaser, that's for sure. There we go. Nice. Make all the races playable. Yes, please. Agreed. All classes for all races. Merge the allied races with their actual customization base races. So like elf is just elf and you can mix and match whatever you want, for example. Same with dwarf and troll. And then add in a whole bunch of our other races. Ogres, Naga, Arakoa, Satyrs. We got all kinds of things. Even the Sabron. I would love to play a Sabron. Crack an army, we riot till she gets her races. Exactly. Oh man. One day. Like, I don't think they realize how fast I would main a Arakoa, high Arakoa specifically, paladin. Ah, man. That'd be the dream. That race changed so fast. Not even funny. Tolkien is German myth, and WoW took from about everything. That's okay. Past just repeats itself. Yes, Windows security. That's nice. The past just repeats itself. It does indeed. I think it's fine. Youngle customization for Tarn would be great too. It's an actual crime that there isn't Saberine for Feral Druid option. Right? There used to be. Y'all remember the Saberon Feral Druid that we had in the form that we had in WoD? It was a talent. It was like the Claws of Shirvala or something. Yeah. And yeah, Youngle customization would be great. I would play one, hands down. Without stupid helmets look on Tarn and Worgen, a lot of those races you listed, I'm scared of what they'd look like on them. Yeah, but I'm not too worried about that myself, just because I know it would look dumb. So like, I just don't use them. This is kind of the unfortunate nature of the beast. Yeah, I know. I'll leave now. The monkey form, which Mop Toy changes you, is fun. Yeah, the Hosen. I'd definitely play a Hosen. And you can fight with the Sabron Transform Toy on for 15 minutes every hour or something, so the animations are there. They are! They never really removed them. Such a bummer. That we can't be Sabron anymore. Same for Arakoa, because the Arakoa, the high Arakoa specifically that I really want. I want the Cursed too, but for like Paladin and stuff, I want a high Arakoa. It's the same model as the Zandalari Boomy form. They just made it dinosaurified. So it's already in game. They already got the animations, at least for like caster type stuff. Garrick, why are you tiny? I guess she got cursed. There she goes. There we go. Apparently I'm already a monkey, at least according to what one of the officers in my guild thinks of all of us DPS and raid. That's funny. They already have race which cannot transmog certain piece of armor. Who cares that the Naga don't have visual pants? Right? The freaking Mechanomes don't have pants. They wear diapers. I don't care if the Naga can't wear pants. Give them a tail ring or something instead. I don't care. The pants slot can still exist, but it doesn't have to be visible. Just give me the race. Let me play Naga. Naga. Let me play Naga. Thank you. Have a nice day. Cursed Hosen Swabby with that diver helmet is so freaking funny, and some's like, hell. Yeah. Voker's dragon form is only 2 pieces of gear. It does! There's another good example. Would I like them to be able to transmog more? Yes, but I'm glad that we at least have them. So the gear argument is gone now. Right? Agreed. Thank you, Grinds. There we go. Wish they'd add a toggle. Same. I will take a naked Naga over no Naga. Wait, that sounds weird. I get what you mean, Sink, and I agree. I like my Evoker race armor, but I want to mog my Visage form. Right? Yes. I wish they would separate the two in terms of transmog. I don't like that they're linked. I agree. Yeah, but Drakthir are ugly, so that's a point against the new races. What? I love the Drakthir. They're literally one of my favorite races now. Aw, that's a bummer. Imagine an Naga race that can transform back into Nelves. Oh, dude. I'd play it in a heartbeat. And it worked just like Drakthir or a Worgen Visage, where you've got like your Visage form, but you go back into Naga for combat. Dude. Instantly. Instant favorite right there. That would be so cool. I'll play it so fast. What is the drop rate of these Breath of Anaras? I should look them up. Hold on a second. I'm gonna look them up. Breath of Anara. Stolen Breath of Anara. It says it's a 16% chance drop rate. That's not bad. It's not terrible. What are these in normal? Yep. Yep. Can confirm it drops in follower dungeons. Okay, good. Just wanted to read on that real quick. Alright. Were we farming the mount? Kind of. It's the Breath of Anara, Stolen Breath of Anara drops. You need 3 of them for a quest line to get the Anara mount. So, technically yes. Ends up being a mount. I just want a gigantic Tidehunter warrior with an anchor. That would be awesome, dude. How dare you, Femur? Okay. Maybe elf with fishy flourishes so you can tell they're Naga. That'd be cool. I could see that. I'd play that. Alright, over this direction. Could work for both Horde and Ally. An elf for Nightborn. Yeah, yeah! That, oh, dude. Nightborn Naga? Ah! Arcane Naga? bro. Now you're speaking my language. I've been wanting an aquatic elf race. I don't know if that makes sense to do, though. Yeah, Naga! That'd be great. There they are. I wonder if it would let me skip. I think I know what skip it is they're talking about. Yeah. Oh, it throws me down. Ooh, it's not letting me go up there. Ah! Ow! And I'm dead. Sorry. Let's try that again, shall we? That's okay. Oh well. Skip is going to the south side. Okay, well I definitely don't know the south side then. Oh well, that's fine. We'll just go in through the front door. The only one I knew of was taking the little side hook on the front there. It's the only one I've seen. Well, that's right. Regents for the mount. Yeah. Yep, gotta have the, where is it at here? One Breath of an Hour. I need 3 of them. I already have 1 from when I did this in the past. Where are you going? Had to pull these guys. I know like the Drakthir visages, like how the Drakthir visages, wow, visages look a bit more scaly. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm reforming for this on Heroic, took a bit of effort. Yeah, luckily it drops on normal and follower dungeons, so I don't have to worry about that too much. I just mean more like how Ariel got legs for her voice instead of having a mermaid tail. Yeah, that'd be the kind of the idea of like having Nelf forms for the Naga. It'd be a visage that you can switch between. Like Gilbin for goblins, there's still goblins with gills and webbed feet. Yeah, they could definitely do that for your Naga visage. That'd be cool. Yes, thank you, you got it. So you want elf mermaids? Well, do they have to wear a seashell bra? Sirens, perhaps? Yeah, the WoW sirens are definitely cool. There we go. I want all of that. So just yes. Everything you're all saying. Yes, please. Alright. Alright, Hiru. Beautiful. Yeah, I'll take it in any form now, I guess. Yeah, same. I'll take all of it. Yes, please. It all works. But I think a combination of all of that, to be honest, would be like my preferred. Where it's a Naga and they have an elf visage, but it's not just an elf. It's like the Drakthir, where their visage is kind of a scaly Naga-y version of an elf. That'd be cool. Yes, please. Heck, if they want to get technical, they could do that for a lot of the beast races. At least the ones that are like that. I think visages are neat. Alright, boss time. Time to see if we get the Breath of an Hour this time. It'd be a Shadow Priest Naga. Oh, that'd be awesome. All the tentacles, yes. That would be epic. Yes, please. Yeah. Take this guy down. Nice. Alright, boss time. Boss time. Give Stolen Breath of an Hour, please. Yes, I just want to Ajara, I guess. Yeah, same. Ajara. Ajara race, please. Thank you. Have a nice day. Yes, please. You have immune to damage. Okay, yes. You have to kill the alts. Alright. Noted. Beautiful. How's it going, Kraken in chat? Hello, Sass. Doing great. How are you? Just doing some follower dungeons to try to get the Stolen Breath of Inara. I think there's a ring or something I get out of this one too, if I remember right, but I can look that up afterwards. I want to be her, but I also want to marry her. Yes. Yes. No Stolen Breath. Boo. Alright. Silver's still fishing, so we will go again. Again! Boop. Yeah, because I want that achievement out of my list. So over here is under exploration. Yeah. Kissed by the Wind is what that mount will also grant eventually. And I want the quest line off my list. Because then, for Exploration Dragonflight, the only things left for achievements are all of the Researchers Under Fire crap. So that's kind of nice. Oh, right. Okay. Slowly learning this dungeon. Where are the dudes at? Over here. I wasn't over far enough. Here we go. Right here. There they are. Not familiar with the WoW lore, but are Burning Legion in conflict with the old gods? If not, put them plus Naga and other cursed demonic races together for a third faction. Kinda. Like, they are, but aren't. It depends on the faction. And honestly, I don't know that the Burning Legion are doing much of anything nowadays, besides being usual demony nuisance self. Because Sargeras isn't at the helm anymore, as far as we know. So, yeah, playable demons, absolutely. I'd play for that. I have 2 or 3 demon characters that I would love to play with. Garrick, why are you insistent on pulling me extra stuff? We don't need those. What if I went and did this, huh? What are you gonna do then? Stressing out my NPCs. They're like, ah, why you do this to me? Because you love me. This Blood Elf child in Winter Spring is terrifying looking. Yes, aren't they? The children in this game are just, especially the older ones. Like the newer ones aren't so bad, but they are terrifying. Why his eyes like that? Soulless. I think he's technically a dragon too. Because he's the son of the dragon chick that's right there, if it's in the area I'm thinking of. I think he's technically a dragon.
Malfleur followed your channel.
Thank you so much for the follow, Malfleur. Glad to have you here. Hope you enjoy your stay. Hala. Yeah, her. I think it's either her child or the friends that she's working with's child. I think they're all dragons. So, that might be why he's a little terrifying. But in general, WoW children are just terrifying. Dragon time. There he is. All right. Get rid of this Durgy. Eh. I see that we can shoot the dragon killer lances. That's kind of cool. Don't really need it though. Not on normal. Okay, now I can go over here. Slowly getting this dungeon figured out. Bit close to one of the dudes we gotta kill. There's one. Plunk. Here we go. Garrick. Where's Garrick? Garrick didn't poof over here. Uh-oh. Garrick, where are you? Garrick! There she is. She poofed. You silly goose. Did I put you in too weird a spot? Nah, she recovered. So I'm trying to skip a little bit, but not like so much that I freak out my Roombas. My Roomba NPCs. There we go. Maybe this time we'll get Breath of Inara. Okay, is it this guy that drops the ring? Thunderous Downburst. Oh, I already have that ring. Okay. It's the... Right. It's not this ring I needed. It's the one from the library looking place. Azure Vaults or whatever it is. Still need the Breath of Inara though. So still gotta do it. How are you liking follower dungeons? I love them. I wish they would spread them to other expansions. And let us use them in Chromie time. These are very nice. The NPCs are a little Roomba-ish, but otherwise fine. Be very, it is per account the breath. Yeah, that's fine. I only need 3, and I already have 1. I did runs because the third nut dropped. Yeah, it takes a while. Luckily, it says it's about a 16% drop, so it's not too bad. And I happen to be in my alt bank. Well, luckily, I never, ever, ever do dungeons on my alts, so I don't have to worry about that. The only one I do dungeons on is this character right here, which is why I already had one. Oh, yes, please. NPCs are sometimes still better than players. Agreed. Agreed. Because if, you know, I just want to pop in, do a dungeon quest, and then finish the dungeon and leave, like, I would love that. I would actually start adding in dungeons and dungeon quests for my leveling guides if they did that. And the NPCs won't be toxic, which is nice. Exactly. Yes. They're not gonna sit here and rage or purposely screw you over or whatever. I'm like, guys, maybe if we just did the dungeon, it would go fine. It would be awesome if they would let one occasionally take the quest before they make it a pull the whole dungeon thing. Right? No kidding. Okay, so the next one we need to go to is Tirakai. Getting this figured out. Okay, so it's around here. They should just right up here, so skadoosh. Here we go. Alright. Getting better at this. Come on, Garrick. Keep up, my dear. Why are you running backwards? The dudes are over here. It'd be funny if the NPC tank would complain to the NPC healer for letting them die, plus other typical dungeon banter. It would be kind of funny, yeah. I will say, the dungeon healer doesn't do a very good job. But, you know, it's fine. They're not terrible. They get the job done at least. It's just kind of funny. Come on, Garrett. You guys not dragon rad, it's only between? Alright. Just find yourself grouped with Johnny Awesome. Dude! That would be awesome! No pun intended. I would love if they mixed up the NPCs. Because I like the group that we have. Because I believe they're all from the not Island Expeditions, good grief. Exile's Reach. Which that's kind of cool. But dude, yeah. I would love that. You gonna poof or you gonna ride? They poof. Okay, good. At least some of them poofed. Here they come. Garrick, why do you keep pulling them down the hill? Where are you go? Why are you? We could have avoided those! Garrick, please! Ah, NPCs. Oh well. Sneaky Pete! Dude, if we could get the Island Expedition dudes, that'd be great. I would love that. There's so many Island Expedition NPCs. And the Comp Stomp NPCs. Just port a lot of them over. That'd be fun. Randomize who you get. Make it kind of fun. And they all have like different personalities, so some of them sass you and some of them... We gonna do boss now? I think it's boss time now. Yeah. But yeah, that'd be great. Sneaky Pete and Stabby Lottie and all of those. Because Sneaky Pete's alliance equivalent is Stabby Lottie, ironically. It's a little gnome. Yeah, rip that guy. When doing a Shadowlands dungeon, you should have Covenant followers. Aw, that'd be cool. That would be cool. Stabby Lottie, that's you! I know, right? There are, I think, 2 Lotties in the game. One of them is a Zandalari druid. She's over in Zoldazar. And then a gnome, Stabby Lottie, for the Island Expeditions. Kind of funny. Or have a roster to choose from. That'd be cool, too. And there's no, like, power difference between them. They all function the same. Just, you know, visual preference. That'd be kind of cool. Have an achievement for getting all of them because it's random. Doing enough follower dungeons. Oh, people would hate this, but I think it's kind of funny. For getting all the different followers. Completing a dungeon with each one. And you get some sort of mount that's like indicative of follower dungeons. I don't know what it would be, but that'd be kind of a cool meta. Achievement, rather. Hear me out, follower dungeon NPC as your warband, and they get random loot too, so you can farm Mog for all of them. That would be awesome. I don't know if they would let us farm Mog for it, but that would definitely be nice. Alright, south side, you say. Wonder what that would look like. Yeah. Ooh. That really didn't want me to come in there. Let's try this. Does this work a little better, maybe? I mean, it's still a lot over here. Maybe. Did we do it? Of course you guys run through it. Friggin' NPCs. That works a little better though. We can skip all that jazz. Okay. NPCs. That's fine. And it wouldn't be any different if it was players. There. So now we can go pull these two. Okay, I get this dungeon enough now. I can lead it for these NPCs. Beautiful. Alright, Breath of Anara, please. Well, I finished 2 whole cloth sets from calendar questing. 2! Nice! Congrats! That's awesome. Alright, bank. There's a lot of questing sets. It's kind of insane. So eventually it's my goal to make sure I take every class. Overkill, I know, but every class of both factions. Where's it at? There it is. Let's take that out too. And these. Through all the quests in the game. That way I can get all the different transmog. I might as well clean out my bags. Repair. I did die. Sell junk. That over there. That's a sellable. That's a sellable. Vendor. Excellent. Okay. Now we're good. Boss time. Much better. Beautiful. Let's hope we get a Breath of Inara this time. I only need 2 more. Because I've already done the other quest lines, and I have the Essence of Awakening and all that needed for that little quest line to get them out, so. It's ready. Just need the breaths. There's a lot of Old World drop mog. There is a ton. Which is really why I liked extended transmog sets, because it includes all of those. Including all the different Old World drop BOE sets. There's a lot. Kind of insane, actually. Eh? No? Okay. Of course not. Well. We go again! That's how I've been checking these old sets. Nice add-on, isn't it? I absolutely recommend it to anyone wanting to collect all the sets in game. Extended transmog sets. Definitely handy. Okay, guys. Let's get over here. Let's see, where are they at? Here's one. Bloop. Is it less annoying than ATT? Well, all it does is track sets for transmog, so technically yes. I do love a lot of the classic robes, honestly. I do too. They look really nice. Yeah, I wish they had a lot more robe sets that had just the top cropped off. Because there's a lot of nice patterns and textures and stuff. Would you guys get your butts over here? Instead of pulling things? Boy. Sometimes they poof, sometimes they don't. There we go. Especially since the other DPS don't stick with the tank. Like, guys, stay together. You're letting our tank die. And she went and pulled all this Garrick, my goodness. Kraken just wants to highlight the amazing human female boobs in this game, it seems like. Sure. I know you're joking, but no. I don't. Don't give anyone that idea. I don't like boobs. Especially not the human ones. Here we go. That's why I play a male human. Because they're prettier. In my opinion. Not into women. The Naga ones? Yeah, I guess they're not so bad. If I liked women, I'd probably like it, but not into it, honestly. You mean the male boobs? Yes. Yes. There we go. How's your fishing going over there, Silver?
Veer subscribed to your channel for 2 months.
Thank you so much for the resub, Veer. I super appreciate your continued support, because thanks to folks like you, I can keep working. Thank you so much. Accept myself? I do accept myself, absolutely. That's why I like men. I'm into it. It's going? I'm sorry. Some of us like all of them. Exactly. They're just not for me. There we go. Enjoy it all. Yep. I've since grabbed my itty bitty fan and hardcore lean back in my chair. Aw, super hot today. I'm sorry. Always is. Yep. Good old Texas. Well, at least you moved soon. There we go. Okay, next area. Bam. Next area. You said you dislike female boobs? I do dislike them. That is correct. I don't swing that way. So that is correct. Alright, I can drop us. Skip that. There we go. Sometimes they poof with me and sometimes they don't. I guess it depends on the distance. Slowly learning the quirks of these NPCs. There we go. Maybe if I get up over far enough. Poof now? Yeah! Or at least... Garrick doesn't like poofing. She's the one that I need, and she's the one that doesn't like poofing over here. Garrick, hurry up. Come on. There's a reason why Danmei are primarily read by women? I don't know what that is. I'm assuming that's something naughty that we're not supposed to be talking about. There we go. Poof, please. No, darn it. Unmarried Chinese boy love novels. Ah, I got you. Yep. No, thank you. Where is it? Garrick? Garrick, really? Garrick, please. I don't know why she'll pull things and like run away with it instead of trying to stack it all up. It's a little weird. I always just pulled for Garrick and Neltharis. I've been trying to, but she's like, she'll grab something and like run away with it. I'm like, where are you going? Why are you going? Not having much luck with drops. I thought lucky mount. Aw, I'm sorry. This will escalate. What will? I mean, I guess it can, because they're definitely pulling everything down there like a bunch of dweebs. Come on, guys. Come here, you. Garrick. You guys pulled this. You guys did this to yourselves. I swear. And Garrick's dead. Good job. Not gonna lie, I think it's funny how Kraken is yelling at AI boss in a similar fashion that us gotta go fast tanks think about wheelchair classes and normal dungeon groups. Well, yes, I was a main tank for, what, like 8 years? I did all this crap. So, you know. You hear the NPCs? You're dweebs. Exactly. They are dweebs. I wish I could B-res NPCs, though, or res them. I have to wait for the NPCs to do it. It says, target is not a player character. I'm like, yeah, I know, but... Come on, res her. Krenna. Okay, I see Austin's doing it. Really, you're making the engineer do it? We need a new healer. Seriously. What? Are you guys okay now? I swear. Noted. They don't like skipping small packs. It's hard to tell what the range is for that. It's a little funky. Here we go. That's okay. We only got 20 more minutes left of stream, so we won't have to do this too many more times today. I'm hoping I get one before the end so I can at least get some progress on it, but it's okay. Okay. Next boss. In one of my runs, the healer died from standing in fire. I've had that a few times too. She's unfortunately not very good at moving out of stuff or healing herself. Which I've noticed that with other WoW AI healers. They don't heal themselves very well. I'm like, guys, you gotta heal yourselves. You can't heal me if you're dead. Although follower dungeons random, nope, you can pick whichever one you want. Well, not all of them, but they are specific. You can pick them. It's just, there's not like a random option. You can choose all of them and make it random, but, you know, you don't have to. There we go. But very realistic though. As a healer, I sometimes ignore myself too. You're not wrong. That is funny. Why did you guys go pull birds? Oh my word. It's fine, I guess. They got it. You guys, at this rate, I might as well just solo the dungeon. They really don't like those birds. Are you guys okay back here? You need help. Here you go. Alright. Shuja poofed, but the others are riding, aren't they? There's a chopper. Chopper going over. Garrick, where are you going? Garrick, why are you going? Why is she so insistent on pulling all the trash? I don't understand. We're not leveling, my dear. It's funny. Oh well. At least this isn't hard, luckily. There. Okay, over to this one. And please poof with me this time. Come on. Well, we got Austin. The hunter keeps up. There they are. They poofed. There she goes again. There she go. Garrick! Garrick, why? Garrick, where are you going? Garrick! Garrick, no! Why are you pulling everything? Who is piloting this? She is having a mood. Garrick, you're gonna die. You can't pull that much, my dear. The healer sucks. Garrick. Oh. It's a good thing I do good damage. Alright. Can we do the boss now? Are you okay? Oh dear. Ah, it's amusing. Is there one more still? Did we miss one? Oh no, it's gone now. It just took it a second to kick in. Okay, I see. Garrick, where are you going? Garrick. Or are you just standing threateningly inside the boss? She is in a mood. Dude, what has gotten into my NPC this run? Oh goodness. Did you ever figure out how to get the Grotto Netherwing Drake Black scales to show up? Have the achievement for a while now, but no scale color. They have to fix it because it's broken. I got it mailed to me a few days ago on multiple different characters when I logged in. So just keep waiting, I guess. There's not really anything you can do. If you have the achievement, they'll fix it for everyone eventually. Garrick doesn't pull it with the mage will, or the shaman with overactive chain lightning. Right? Oh boy. Okay, thanks. You're welcome. I know, hopefully you get it soon. I got mine a few days ago, but, you know. Alright. You guys, I'm I'm gonna try the back entrance again. That worked out pretty well. Beautiful. Oh no, it missed! It didn't put me- oh, far enough. Alright. I died. I like how it says they left the instance group. Like, they instant quit. That's kind of funny. They didn't actually quit, just... so want to make a joke there? Do you? There we go. Human died, NPC rage quit, right? I was like, whoa! I guess they just respawn when you die with you or something. That's kind of a weird way to do it, but that's fine. Got the scales last Friday. I was in a raid and relogged to fix a bug, and then given to me in game, so that other raid member saw me loot whatever it was. And they got like 10 different characters. I got something in the mail. Yeah, they're trying to get it kicked in, which I appreciate. There we go. I'll aim for that next time instead of over here. That makes more sense. Alright, everybody. Let's not pull everything this time, huh? And you pulled it anyways. Why you guys gotta do that? Ah! Oh well. It's fine. It's okay. Alright. Y'all good now? That might be when I got the scales too, because it was a few days ago. That might have been Friday for me as well. But I had the achievement for quite a while, because it's one of the racing achievements. I got that one. That one's been around for a while. Alright, I think we have time. No, we don't have time to do more dungeons. This is a good 15 minutes. Alright. Fingers crossed for the stolen breath of Inara. Fingers crossed. Gotta get your mobs, because you're invincible. Or something. It's supposedly a 15 to 16% drop rate, even on normal and follower dungeons. So, we'll see. Come on. This guy's got a lot of health. No. Rats. Still no breath of Inara. That's a bummer. Just keeps giving me these training matrices. I don't need those. I don't need those, man. Do follower dungeons drop the same loot as normal dungeons? I don't know if it's the same item level, but it's otherwise the same loot, yes. Recipes, manuscripts, the stolen breath of Inara, the rings for the Autuk mounts, so... I don't know if item level is the same or not, but otherwise, yes. Which is nice. I got 2 of the 3 breaths from leveling all through dungeons at the start of the expansion, and then just hard farm normals on my main to get the 3rd. It's nice that they're account bound. Definitely nice, yeah. Definitely nice. I wish they would do that with more stuff. Put in a support ticket now to see if they actually have anyone not hired by some third-party contractor that doesn't understand the game. Understandable. It is very nice, yes. Okay, well... yeah, those take a good hot minute. I don't think I have enough time to do another one, as I am very hungry and I have laundry to do. So we'll go ahead and call it there. I think that's good enough for one day. We used up all of our luck, I believe, already with the fishing mount. So that's done. That's nice. So I think we'll call it there. Today is Monday, so I'll be back again tomorrow. So, here's my schedule if you'd like to see when I'm live. I'll be back again tomorrow with a reset day shenanigans. And you all have a good evening. What mount did I get? It was the Great Sea Ray. 27-something thousand attempts for it. So that's done now. But I'll be back tomorrow. You all have a fantastic evening. Love y'all. Hugs and kisses. And good night.